To be completely honest with you, I wasn't listening to a thing you just said. Let's go.
My leg looks like Picasso. see, God damn it. Have you?
I think you know the answer.
You. Oh my God. This man, he needs to be studied in a lab.
I can explain everything.
No, he can't.
I can explain.
There is no shot.
The Lakers.
I'm not going to let you choose the Lakers.
Damn
Pick
it.
something else. We made such a mess. I am a casual.
We are mega casuals. But hey, the boys are here.
Wait, this is starting?
Yeah, now we're starting.
Oh, geez.
They don't get any notice
We're
for
back.
anything.
We're back. It's been, how long has it been? Like 6 months? No, it's been
almost a
longer.
year.
Yeah.
Probably a year, actually.
Yeah, it's
Probably
been
It's
about
almost
a year.
been a year. We need to address something
That-
that you said today.
No, we can address that later. We got to address the bigger thing. Nick's a married man.
I'm
Oh,
married.
yeah, that's right.
I was like, yeah, the elephant in the room is that Nick is a married man. Yeah, congratulations, Nick.
Thank you.
Yeah, proud of you,
Appreciate
buddy.
it.
Wedding was
Appreciate it.
beautiful. Love to see my boy. You wore baby blue. That looked really good on you.
It was all Jenna, which is funny because it's just funny that you knew her before I did.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow we got connected. And
Yeah, no, that was really cool because I remember in our group chat, and I've told Jenna this story, and I've told Jenna's parents the story too. How in our group chat you were like, guys, this really cute girl started our job today, and Jenna Snapchatted me that day, was like starting the new job, and I was like, there's no way, like, and you're like, I think her name's Jenna, and I was like, it's gotta be a different Jenna. There's actually no way. And then a couple days later, she was like, oh, there's this really cool dude at my work named Nick, and I was like, holy shit!
But we were
small
both
world.
dating other people.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, congratulations, buddy. I'm really
Thank
happy
you.
for you.
Appreciate it.
And then also another thing that happened recently was, so Post Malone dropped that song with Morgan Wallen,
Mhm.
and in that video, Post Malone's wearing that hat, and all I could think about is you the entire time.
Yeah.
That's literally all I could think about.
Yeah, he reps Dallas hard.
Yeah.
So
Posty.
And then Austin actually does have some pretty important shit coming up. You have your first bodybuilding competition coming up.
Yes. So that's next week.
You're also all clean shaven. Look at you.
Yeah, I'm going to start growing it out again.
Oh.
But yeah, bodybuilding show. Pretty excited. I believe bodybuilding's a sport that, would you guys consider bodybuilding a sport?
Yes, 1,000%.
sure.
Oh. Ooh. Oh. Nick does not.
It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't do it. So
Okay, that's.
Yeah.
Do you consider cheerleading a sport?
what?
Do you consider cheerleading a sport?
Yes.
Okay, good man.
Yeah.
I think it's funny I think it's depressing and pathetic when people don't consider that a sport.
No, cheerleading 100%. Bodybuilding, the reason I don't, and this isn't taking away from Austin, it doesn't matter if it's a sport. Everyone's doing the same thing. It's just about how hard you work and how good of genetics you have and how many steroids you use.
I was gonna be like, isn't that any sport? But then you said steroids.
There's
I was
no
like,
talent involved.
I think that's true. I also think that there's people that take steroids that also they don't have this same conditioning as other people who take steroids because they're not dedicated enough, or they just think,
That
I'm
is
just
true.
going
I
to
have
take
seen
some
some people-
steroids. And
I have seen some people who have the negative effects of steroids because they just think that taking steroids is gonna do something for
Yeah.
them.
But the necessity of needing dedication doesn't make it a sport.
Okay, I can see where you're coming from.
Just my opinion.
do you guys think that there's already people taking steroids in the Olympics?
I'm sure that within a year out, they probably do, just to train. But then I'm sure that because I'm sure it's the same way for the NFL. I'm sure that college athletes before the combine, up until a certain point where they can't see the substances in your body anymore, I'm
Yeah.
sure they're doing something to just help your body prepare to a certain level.
Yeah, I'm sure there's people who are getting away with it in every sport
Yeah.
across the board.
And there's a way to flush it out of your system within 24 hours.
Well, I don't know about 24 hours, but there is a way to flush out your system within a certain amount of time.
I know a guy who knows some hardcore drugs that,
Awesome.
and he knows a guy who makes tests, and I've thought about taking it.
I was gonna ask you, would you ever take Tren or any type of gear, or do you want to always be natty? Because of how big you've gotten natty so far, it's incredible.
Probably not trend.
Okay,
Probably not.
but
trend.
you've thought about maybe using gear.
About everyone gets prescribed tests from their doctor, so I thought about test, but
Okay.
especially this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, and test is kind of I feel like test. Again, I'm not extremely knowledgeable on it because I'm not a pro. I don't study it. but like test isn't as bad as like, or not bad, not that steroids are bad, but like it's not as negatively frowned upon as something like tren or any type of gear, because test is more of a natural thing because it just boosts your testosterone levels as opposed to a steroid, which is a performance enhancing drug.
Test is bad because once you start taking it, your body, you need to get test if your body isn't producing it, if you're low, obviously. But once you start taking it, your body doesn't know how to produce it anymore or doesn't feel the need to.
Oh, okay.
So that, I mean, you're going to have to take it the rest of your life to be balanced.
Interesting.
And then I figured out there's a drug you can take. It's called HCG, and that actually like counteracts, like it'll boost your natural testosterone after you cycle off test.
Oh, okay.
But
That's
what I've learned from a buddy who's really into that industry.
It's funny because there was like a clip that was going around from like a recent bodybuilding like convention. I can't even think of the word. A convention, and they were like asking people who's natty and who's not, and every person that said that they weren't natty said like, "Oh, I'm a pro bodybuilder. I can't be natty. Like if I want to compete." They were like, "I'm evening the playing field." And so I'm curious, like if you got to a certain point, would you?
It depends on how. If I placed first in the show next week, I'd like think about it.
Because
Yeah.
okay, so what is first? Because I don't know. What does first in this show like do for like the next step essentially?
So I'm competing in True Novice, and there's the overall. True Novice is for everyone who's competing their first time.
Oh, okay.
I'm not competing in the overall because I don't want to make the overall people feel bad.
Oh.
Just kidding.
Oh, wow.
That's a crazy statement. Bruh, if your ass has to place now, or that shit is gonna go fucking everywhere.
How are the abs? Do you got abs yet?
Yeah, how are your abs? You're a month out.
I have a reel going up today.
Oh,
you
nice.
could see.
Okay, cool. Have you posted already? You haven't posted yet.
No, it's going up later after this, but
Do you want to plug your new account?
oh yeah, I have a bodybuilding account. It's called Aesthetic Ost. It's on Instagram. Follow me.
Are you gonna post like daily up until your comp?
I've been trying to keep up with it. I think
It's
social
new.
media.
It's like new.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see how much I keep up with it. But speaking of Instagram, there's something crazy.
Go on.
So I sent this reel on Instagram.
Oh.
Oh.
It's microneedling your cooter. And people like, I don't know if
Hold
they
on,
shove
time
it
out.
up there.
If anyone's new to the podcast, this is Austin, okay? This is what comes with the territory. So this is Austin. Welcome to the show.
Nick's mellowed out a little bit, but
Nick's a
Austin
married
is
man.
Austin is just full unhinged.
Okay, before we tell this story, Austin said another thing in our group chat a couple weeks ago, and do you know what every person in the response in the chat was? It was just his name. We were all just disappointed in the
I don't even know what
man.
I
But not
said.
surprised.
No, not surprised.
Just disappointed.
Just disappointed. Anyways, go continue through your story.
Yeah, it's microneedling a cooter. And
Those
Condog.
that don't know, because our audience is 99% men, microneedling is when you get like essentially a thread, and that's how it's another way of like waxing or shaving. A lot of people do it more on their face. So microneedling down south is what Austin's referring to.
Downstairs,
It's like
babe.
shoving needles, pretty much. And Condog replies, he's like, that makes sense. I'm like,
Wait, maybe I'm not thinking of. Wait, maybe
I think you're thinking of threading.
I'm thinking of threading, not
You're thinking of-
microneedling.
Yeah, I saw your video and I was like, something's not adding up, but
hold
I'm
on.
okay.
it's like a microneedle my eyebrows.
Remember I just said 99%. Yeah, the girls at the hospital used to microneedle my eyebrows all the time.
Like,
Oh my
jeez.
God! Wait, hold on. This makes me think about it.
It's
I
like,
owe our group
when
chat.
you lose eyebrow hair.
Hold on. I literally am gonna live correct this chat real quick. I did not realize. Oh Jesus. Oh God. I misunderstood the last reel. I meant threading, not microneedling. No one has microneedled me before. Okay. So yeah, my apologies. What I told them was that I had been microneedled at work before when I worked here in Utah, but no, I have not. I've been threaded, which sounds really weird out of context. If you just told someone like I've been threaded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, it
But
sounds like-
anyways, this is a sports podcast occasionally. sometimes. As you can tell by his salad hat, he's a Dallas.
I think we have a clip of the exact same thing.
We do. He's a Dallas Cowboys fan, and Austin is now going to be depressed for the next 5 years because of who his team is. Austin?
I'm a Vikings fan.
Yeah. How are you feeling about the Vikings' future right now?
I think J.J. McCarthy, he just needs time to develop. I haven't seen a lot of Sam Darnold gameplay, so.
He's had his time.
I'm a Sam Darnold truther, and I still think he has the talent. I'm just saying, don't be surprised if Sam Darnold is good. Especially with Justin Jefferson. I swear to God, everyone judges Sam Darnold. He went to Adam Gase and then Matt Rule.
That's pretty
if you're
bad.
setting a man up to fail, that is how you do it. So, yeah. How you feel about the
Why
Cowboys?
can't I think? Where did he go after the Jets?
The Panthers.
Oh yeah.
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 Where, to be fair, up until week 3 of that season, he was an MVP candidate. He had 12 touchdowns in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And I think he finished that season with 13 touchdowns.
Yeah, and then he threw a lot of picks,
Yeah.
Yeah,
including
I
one
did
to
see that on
Trayvon
the
Diggs.
stats.
Pick 6.
Okay, you just photograph memory.
Yeah, I remember that game.
So how you feel about Cowboys?
Not good.
Really?
Yeah, why would I?
I don't know.
Yeah, we did nothing to improve at all.
No. You guys brought back Zeke.
That you want to know what that was? 2 things. Jerry Jones, everyone was at his throat because after the loss last year, he said, "We're all in. We're all in. I'm tired of losing. We're all in." He's not all in. He's all in on the money side. That's all he's ever been all in on. And so everyone was at his throat. Why didn't we do anything in free agency? So he wanted to sign back Zeke for the morale of fans and the team, the locker room. And then he comes back and he doesn't even allow him to be 21 again. He makes him be
Zeke's
number
Zeke's not wearing 21?
College number 15. So that Jerry can get more money from jersey sales. Because we did not sign back Stephon Gilmore, who was number 21 last year.
So no one's wearing 21?
No one's 21. He wouldn't allow him to be 21 again so that he could get more jersey sales.
Oh, my God. You don't – okay, just to clarify, you don't like
He's
Jerry,
about
right?
to
No,
die.
J-
Why does he need more money?
Until Jerry and Stephen Jones die, the Cowboys will never, ever win a Super Bowl.
How old is Steven?
Stephen Jones is not that old.
Oh, fuck.
No, it won't be in my lifetime, but maybe my kids.
And he shot,
A helicopter crash?
No.
Rest in peace, Cody.
Yeah,
No.
this is going to be a murder
I was-
podcast.
I was more going to say any chance when Jerry passes, Steven sells the team.
No, I doubt. I guarantee in Jerry's will it won't be allowed.
Well, yeah, and also, again, looking on the other side, the Dallas Cowboys are probably forever going to be one of the top 3 highest rating.
We've been number 1 on Forbes for 2 decades.
Yeah,
in a
no.
row.
In front of
The
international
Knicks,
soccer
Boston,
teams, basketball teams.
all sports franchises in the
Yeah.
entire world. We've been number 1. So that side of things works. People hate us. When we win, we lose. If you hate us, if you love us, people still watch.
Yeah. That's why I won't lie. I put a lot of Cowboys content, even if I'm just sneaking in a little
Yeah, I see.
snippet. It works because
Yeah.
the hashtag Dallas Cowboys in a video. I'm not lying to you, but it may not be for long.
Yeah.
What made you a Cowboys fan? I've never asked you that.
The first football card pack I ever opened was the Terrell Owens Dallas Cowboys card. I was
Okay.
7.
And
And
you're
then I
like-
found out my dad was a Cowboys fan when he was a kid. He has this ginormous Cowboys belt buckle.
Oh, nice.
And ever since then, it's just been
Who's your favorite Cowboys player of all time?
of all time Dak.
Really?
Yeah, he took over immediately.
Okay. That's cool.
Before that, it was Dez. Before that, it was Miles Austin.
Oh, Miles Austin's a class. Okay, this has been a trend lately. Who's your favorite no one remembers player?
Miles Austin. But
No, everyone remembers Miles Austin.
okay, then Patrick Creighton.
Yeah, no one remembers him.
Felix Jones, Doug Free was a cool offensive lineman.
I remember Doug Free and Phil Jones.
You do? Okay.
Henry
I'm trying
Ruggs.
Not a Cowboy. Not a
to-
Cowboy.
on the defensive side, everyone remembers Terrence Newman, but he was clutch. DeMarcus Ware, obviously, everyone liked him. Oh, Mike Williams, he was a corner. He ended up going to Cincy when I was a kid, but he was cool to watch because he had long hair, and I liked long hair.
How'd you become a Vikings fan? That's 2,000 miles away.
I liked to play a lot of Madden when I was younger, so I liked to play Adrian Peterson in Madden.
Okay.
And then I was like, I'm just going to be a Vikings fan.
So you're kind of, not that it's new, but you're kind of new. Like, I've been a Steelers fan basically since I was born. You were a Steelers fan since you were 6, 7 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian Peterson would have been like 2012, so you were like 12 or 13 when you became a Vikings fan.
Yeah, I
Okay.
needed to choose a team.
Okay.
And I didn't
He wasn't
watch a lot
really
of
into football. I remember when we would hang out,
Oh, really?
and then I would just talk about football all the time, and
Austin was like,
tried to get him into it.
Yeah.
Took off.
I'd even buy like football card packs, and I would open them, and I didn't even know what they meant. I thought we were like playing Pokemon.
I mean, you kind of are. You do. Well, no. I remember in elementary school, I tried to create like a Pokemon version where like this player could beat this. It didn't work.
No.
It just doesn't work.
People just argue.
So if you could have like any signed memorabilia, it'd be Dak.
100%.
Who-
If I could meet any player, it'd be Dak.
And for you, it'd be AP.
I
Or
think
JJ.
so.
I was about to ask if it was or Kirk. Because Kirk is. Would you say that Kirk is the best quarterback that's been on your team? Since you've been a fan.
You were
I
part
think
of the
so.
Brett Favre days, right?
But here's my thing: when Brett Favre was a Viking,
They still went to the
I
NFC
mainly
Championship
started watching
game, though.
like a lot when
Yeah,
Teddy
that's true.
Bridgewater
So-
was the quarterback.
you know what's funny? Teddy Bridgewater was a really fun quarterback to watch. He wasn't good,
Teddy Two Gloves, yeah.
but he was
Yeah.
fun to watch. I
He
won't lie.
was wide left. Still remember that.
Blair Walsh.
That was crazy. On like the 20, it was a 29-yard attempt.
It was like a 26-yard field goal.
but it was
Blair
in the
Walsh.
freezing ass cold.
Yeah, it was like one of the coolest games of like ever
Yeah.
recorded. Yeah.
So now I'm thinking about it. What is a hill you guys will die on? NFL hill you guys will always die on. Like, well, I'll let you guys think. Like mine is that Kenny Pickett would have been an average quarterback if he did not have Matt Canada's system, or if any other team possibly drafted him.
Like still a starter?
Oh yeah, no. Like if the okay, this is the home of the dime. If the Niners drafted Kenny Pickett would have been an MVP candidate the last 3 years. But the Steelers genuinely did not handle his talent or his strengths well.
Yeah.
And because, okay, everyone goes, oh, he threw 7 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. This is a Steelers fan talking about a guy who's not even on my team anymore, but I'll still defend him. He had the shittiest OC ever, and he also was clutch enough to win us games. Oh, it was low-scoring games because the defense was doing anything. He still won us games. He still won us those games. So that's a hill I'm willing to die on, is that Kenny Pickett is still the most talented quarterback from that draft class and would have performed well anywhere else besides Pittsburgh.
Mine, I kind of have two.
Go.
The number one you've heard a million times. Dak is a top 10 quarterback and has been his entire career.
You know what's funny? I think it depends on the time of year. 'Cause I think-
Except the year he broke his thumb, but he broke his thumb, so whatever.
But I think like he always starts slow, and then at the end of the season he ramps it up. So I do think that there's an argument that there is always. It's kind of like Tua. At some point in the season, Tua is a top 10 quarterback, but then there's other times
Yeah.
where you're like,
But I mean, Dak has finished runner-up MVP twice in his career.
true.
Like, I don't know. I don't care what you say. You look at advanced stats. His TD to interception ratio is top 10 all time, like best. His quarterback rating is one of the best of all time. He's a leader. He's clutch. But the other one, the actual hill I'll die on, is if the refs didn't screw up in Green Bay in 2014 with the Des Bryant no call catch, the Cowboys won the Super Bowl that year.
who won the Super 14? Was that Seahawks?
Seattle, I believe,
Denver.
went,
Beat Denver.
but we already beat Seattle and Denver earlier in that year.
Okay.
Wait, no, Denver was the year before. We beat Seattle that year in Seattle, though.
But still, yeah, that and Seattle went on to win, so you would have
Yeah,
beat the eventual.
Tony Romo,
Interesting.
DeMarco Murray, that offensive line, Des Bryant, Jason Witten, Terrence Williams, like
But we're all in agreement
Easy.
that it wasn't a catch, right?
it was. Everyone knows the catch. They literally almost went into a lockout because of it.
Yes,
Oh my gosh, that was one of the most painful moments of my life, bro.
That was like my Jesse James.
Yeah. What was that play? That was playoffs.
No,
That
it was
wasn't.
it was to secure the 1 seed.
That's right. That's right.
So, what about you? What's your hill to die on? Doesn't have to be a Viking hill. Like just because ours were Steelers or like Dallas related. doesn't-
Yeah.
Like another hill I'll die on is that Justin Herbert is still a top 3 quarterback in the NFL talent wise.
Mine's the opposite of that. I think Harbaugh's so overrated.
That's crazy. That's actually
So overrated.
That's actually crazy.
So overrated. It's crazy.
That's actually. I think James just felt a disturbance in the force.
I've said it. I've said it. That Jacksonville collapse.
Oh my God! You're not gonna blame that on Herbert.
Their defense, sure, but he didn't go out and score anything in the second half.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is Herbert the OC?
Don't even with that. They scored 27 in the first half.
He also has never had all of his weapons for an entire season.
27 in the first half, and then the second half doesn't. What did he score? 4 points.
Who's
from
the
that?
head
3
coach that
points?
season?
I don't. It doesn't care.
Brandon
it doesn't
Staley.
matter.
No,
you
Brandon
can't
Staley. The
choke
same,
like
the
that.
same doofus who could have had an easy ticket to the playoffs. Went no.
Doesn't matter.
Okay,
Doesn't matter.
that's interesting. I didn't expect to get us that
Yeah.
soon. What's your hill?
If Tom Brady played one more season, he'd be MVP.
What?
Huh?
Did you just make that up now?
I'm also very confused.
I think he just made that up.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What does that mean?
Like if he came back and played, he'd be the MVP.
Like
No, if he played one more season out of retirement before he retired.
This is the stupidest. You're playing a hypothetical hill
you're
right
gonna-
now.
You're just dying on that hill.
You're dying on a hill that you made up. I mean, no, I need something.
I think us talking about Herbo gave him time to think of one, and he didn't have one, and he couldn't think of one, so he just said that.
You don't have like the year of the Minneapolis Miracle. You guys could have won the Super Bowl. You don't have anything like that.
No, I don't think we could have won that Super Bowl.
I'm just saying like, you don't have something.
Like you don't have any non-hypotheticals.
I think-
don't you have like a Cam Newton hypothetical? You love that, man.
Well, Cam Newton, I feel like if he were to come back.
Go on. No, finish that sentence.
No.
He would suck ass. There you go. I finished it for you.
Like the last 4 years of his career. Yeah.
No offense, Cam.
No offense.
Oh, okay.
Doofus wearing feathers out of like. What is his fashion? Can we talk about his fashion?
I'm not gonna judge a man what he wears.
I will.
He has clothes on his body. Cool. I'm also not judging nudists, but
Do you see him take like all those guys that tried to attack him?
As soon as he attacked that woman reporter
oh,
who
yeah. I will say that was
I was out
fucked.
on cam.
That was fucked. Yeah, it's so nice to see women ask about routes.
what
Fuck
a
yourself.
weird yeah what a
weird man.
yeah no that's crazy.
All right. Well, so usually when they come on the show, since I've kind of changed the format of the show a little bit. Now, instead of having a show doc that I share with the guest or with Zach, so they know what to prepare, it's more fun when they come in blind because then they're panicking. And I won't lie, it makes for good content. And also, it makes for good moments. So,
I'm nervous.
I got a bunch of shit today.
I'm nervous.
So, even though we do talk NFL, we will talk NBA today as well.
Yeah.
WNBA.
I'm in on that
I
too.
am actually going to talk
Wait,
about
I want to answer a question that's been on everybody's mind about the WNBA.
Everyone's mind?
I'm so sorry.
Everyone's
I'm doing
mind.
math in my head.
You
right
want
now.
to answer a question, or do you want to ask a question?
Do you want to bring up a
I
question?
want to answer a question.
What's the question? No one asked any question.
So, okay, here's my thing. So, the Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever got their first win last night. They started 0-5. They got their first win
She almost had a triple double.
in LA. Caitlin Clark, the woman who is, I'm going to say single-handed. I think it's pretty fair if I say she has single-handedly revamped the WNBA.
Women's sports, not WNBA. The entirety of women's
That's
sports.
very fair. Well,
Yeah.
I think primarily the WNBA,
You're right, you're
but
right.
she's highlighting
Yeah.
women's sports, but she has revamped the WNBA. WNBA used to be easy joke to make. Oh, one fan in the stands. Tickets are so cheap. They literally sold out Staples last night.
Yeah.
Hey, Cameron Brink, will you
Crypto Arena.
It's Staples. It's like Heinz Field. Hey, Cameron Brink, real quick. Editing conduct. Put the camera on me.
She's not listening.
She is. Hey, Cameron. I also live in Los Angeles. I know you. Even if you have a man, I don't know if you do.
He's only 14 inches shorter than you.
How tall? Hey, Google. How tall is Cameron Brink? I'm an inch shorter than her.
She looks freaking tall.
I'm an inch shorter than you. I put on some Air Forces. We're at eye level. But you know what? We don't have to be at eye level. You could be Big Spoon.
He makes up the inches somewhere else.
My man.
Hey Google, pull up a picture of Cameron Brink. I need to see what
Hey, Google. Show me a picture of Cameron Brink.
sexy.
No. It's on my dad's history now. Why? You can't even see that. Google it on your own damn phone. I just used my dad's. my dad's. Anyways, bring it back. Cameron, let's go out sometime. Hit me up. Training camp or Mega Casuals podcast. DM me. I'm free. Are you good? Okay. Anyways, so my question is, do you guys think what WNBA players are doing to Caitlin Clark is unfair?
I already put something in the chat you saw, right?
Oh yeah.
Here's my full evolved opinion of the WNBA. I used to think it was comical because they would cry about their salaries and everything. When you look at the revenue they bring in, they're making a higher percentage of revenue than the NBA was. And the NBA was donating money to them. Now, This is the first year I've actually watched the WNBA. I was literally streaming Caitlin Clark's game last night.
It was a really good game. It was a really good game.
It was fun. She had a really poor shooting performance, but she had a
Not
dagger
the
three.
fourth quarter, she didn't.
Dagger 3 and almost a triple-double. But it's literally the WNBA is like a crab mentality. Have you ever heard of that? You're all tearing each other down and nobody can get to the top. Nobody being the WNBA in ratings or in anything because you're tearing down what is she, 20 years old, 21 years old?
Yeah.
A 20-year-old girl
Who is changing your life?
who isn't even on social media.
She doesn't have socials?
She has it, but she literally
She doesn't use it?
Everything she posts is like brand deals and stuff like that are being drafted. She is not constantly posting on stories. She literally just wants to ball out. And the things I've heard about, like of why she's bad for the WNBA, is crazy.
Well,
There's the racial stuff, the gender stuff, the pretty privilege stuff. It's just crazy to me.
it's funny too because I also think the WNBA right now is doing something very similar to the NBA, which is one of the reasons I like the NFL. Which when you look at the NFL, older players when they talk about the modern NFL, they do talk about how it's different, but they really do encourage
Change.
modern day players.
Yeah.
And they're like, and they always want to push them to be the best. In the NBA,
Yeah.
they're always, it's just shit talking. It's
Yeah.
always shit. They never embrace each other.
Yeah.
It's very rare, but it's always like, oh, these guys ain't shit. If I was playing nowadays, you can't, like anytime someone compares two players, one player gets offended. You can't just be like, this person's also great.
We're talking about you, Draymond and Shaq and Chuck.
And then, like with the WNBA, you have Caitlin Clark coming in, and yeah, of course she's going to be hyped coming to the NBA. It's like how Wemby was hyped coming into the NBA because of what they did before that. And you have all these players getting offended,
Yeah.
and people are giving them the spot. They have the spotlight because of what they have done.
And also, she was the #1 pick overall.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also she has shit to back that up. It's
Yeah.
not like she was just coming in. It's not like her dad is the fucking CEO
Yeah.
or the owner of the Fever, and that's why they drafted her.
Yeah.
She and also like Caitlin Clark is literally changing the league's lives. They have fucking
Charter private planes. Yeah.
now, brand deals that they've never had before, different revenue streams, and everyone's like, "Hey, I'm gonna foul this girl so fucking hard that we might end her season by injury."
And guys like me who previously would not have watched the WNBA because I like basketball and to me it was an inferior product to the NBA. So if it's like NBA versus WNBA, I'm watching the NBA. But now I was tuned in simultaneously with the Wolves Mavs game yesterday with Caitlin Clark's game.
Yeah, and I think it's so fucking stupid, and like I get there's competitive nature there, and you have to like once the tip goes up in the air, you have to stop. Okay, I said tip goes up in the air, and I thought Austin had a moment. Once the ball is set, I don't know how to do this without Austin having a pause moment. Once the game starts, I get you have to turn that off, and once the game ends, you should be able to turn it back on again. But like, please don't kill like, hey. Nick just financed my future. Austin, can you do me a huge favor? Can you concuss this man for like the next 3 days straight?
Because I'm getting more attention.
I'll jerk him off.
Yeah, no, everyone is all right.
Beep.
That one's fine. That one's fine. That's an admission by himself right there. But yeah, that's like, oh look, everyone's thanking Nick for doing a nice thing for me. But that's not fair that no one's talking about me anymore. So I'm gonna take out Nick. So fucking stupid.
The thing is, it's not even all players that are hating on her. Angel Reese is a big hater of her. Did you see her tweet?
Yeah.
That pissed me off. It's like, you're a baller too. You were like, I know just much about you than I do Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
I watched your LSU games too.
Angel Reese is another reason why the
She's a
WNBA
baller.
is
Yeah.
getting eyes on it. Now, it's not as high as Caitlin,
No.
but like Angel Reese's both personality and her game on the court were really, really fun to watch.
But now it's getting ruined because of tweets like that.
Well, it's because they just got to be
People
petty.
they're just like, it's just crazy. But like reporters like Jamel Hill and like, they're just crazy. The people who aren't even in the league are
Yeah.
hating on her. It's just, it pisses me off. bad.
Well, here's a question: do you think drama in sports like causes more people to watch it?
Not this drama.
Well,
To me, this makes me not want to watch because it's not even basketball at this point.
yeah, I think drama to a certain point. I think once drama reaches a certain point, it's not about watching anymore. It's about following. So like,
Yeah.
I think what it does is it draws more people to Twitter. It draws more people to Instagram because then they get to see, or it draws more people to like sports talk shows, but it doesn't drive them to the because on the court they're not going to be talking about Caitlin Clark. They're going to be playing the game.
Well, it drives people like me away. I was already borderline on wanting to watch the WNBA. I tune in because of all the hype and it's living up to it. I'm actually genuinely enjoying like watching it because it is kind of a different. Oh, thank you, sir. My Jenna Lint rolled me, but I guess she missed one. But that stuff makes me like turned away from it. Like I don't know.
Yeah, like I've genuinely been looking at tickets to go to Sparks games because I think it'd be a shit ton of fun. Okay, anyways, that was my main question with WNBA. I was very curious because we did talk about it a little bit in our group chat. Which, speaking of our group chat, I'll bring this up too. So for Dynasty,
Oh yeah.
I want your guys' take, or for Dynasty, for
Keeper?
I want you guys' take on this because I think I'm going to pitch this to the chat in about a week or two. So Keeper's done. We have someone win Keeper, right? someone took home the pot.
Yeah.
What if going forward, we move it to Dynasty? Because Keeper's a little rough. And because then if we revamp the league, we can also add 2 more people, so we get a 12-man again. Because I think 10 it makes things a little too OP. Like when you have 3 keepers and 10 people, it's fucking insane.
Yeah.
But I'm curious how you guys would feel about maybe moving to Dynasty. And I'm not saying you guys have to know a lot about Dynasty. I don't know a lot about Dynasty. I've smallest amount of research possible. But would you guys like to do a Dynasty, or would you rather just do Keeper?
I don't know enough about what a dynasty entails to like have an opinion.
Have you played Madden franchise?
Madden 08 when I could create my own player.
It's that.
Okay.
You just keep the team for a bunch of seasons.
You just keep the okay.
You don't
and
lose
just do
players the next year.
trades?
You just keep the exact same team. So like let's
So you never draft?
you draft once a year because you draft rookies every year. So if we drafted this
So your
year,
roster just keeps growing every year
exactly.
until players like retire or you drop them?
Or you have because you do have a limit. So there has to be a point where once your rookie draft comes up, you do have to cut players like an NFL roster.
Okay.
Would you be interested in doing something like
Yeah,
that?
I think so.
What about you?
I think so. Yeah.
I think it'll be fun because I do think, for the most part, I do think our chat has really good knowledge of the NFL, and I
Mhm.
think this will just help.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. Let's try it.
Cool. All right, I'll pitch it to the league. Now, the actual segments that I brought today. We'll talk about the NBA later because I got more thoughts on that. Let's play a game though. Blindly rank these NFL quarterbacks.
Oh my.
So,
All right.
if you guys don't know how this works, I'm gonna give them 5 names at whatever position. In this case, it's quarterback, and they have to blindly rank them 1 through 5. They don't know who's coming next. They don't know what names I'm gonna say. Get it? Got it? Good. Get it?
Okay.
Got it?
Quarterbacks?
Yes, quarterbacks.
Is it like in a specific division or just random?
Just random quarterbacks.
Okay.
All right, sit up because I don't want you to look at my phone. Yeah, pull a Nick here. All right, so your first quarterback, Josh Allen.
Oh.
There's very few quarterbacks better than Josh Allen.
It's 1 through 5, right?
Yeah.
I think we just play it safe and go number 2. What do you think?
I was thinking 2 or 3. Yeah.
You want to go 2?
Yeah, we'll go 2.
Okay, number 2.
Okay. Baker Mayfield.
He finally had a good year, but he's also responsible for the Browns organization being turned around. Let's go 4.
Yeah, 4.
Okay. Lamar Jackson.
3.
Really?
Yeah, I like Josh Allen better. I've thought that Lamar's been overrated for.
Do you think there's going to be a better quarterback though that he pulls up?
I mean, he's worse than Josh Allen,
But I think
but he is the reigning MVP. Maybe we put him number 1. I don't know. Let's just go 1.
1.
He's the
Okay.
MVP. He's
Let's-
earned it, I guess.
Let's do 1.
guess you seem so spiteful about putting him at 1. All right. Joe Burrow.
3.
Yeah, 3.
Well, I think we're 4 for 4 so far.
Okay. So give me your ranking before this 5th person gets announced. So 1 through 4 so far. Who
1
we
through 4. Number 1, where we have the reigning MVP in Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen at number 2, Joe Burrow at number 3, and Baker Mayfield at number 4.
got? And your number 5,
Who's
Did you
worse than
trick us and
Baker?
just throw my guy in there for that?
Patrick Mahomes.
Ah.
Wow, we did bad.
Honestly, besides Mahomes, it wasn't a bad list.
yeah.
All right.
You picked 4 elite quarterbacks.
I did because I wanted it. Because here's the thing: every one of these people have been like, what if you throw CMC at the last spot? Oh, what if? And I was curious what you guys were gonna do. Now, blindly rank these running backs.
All right.
First
Running
one,
backs.
little personal bias here. Najee Harris.
5.
Yeah, 5.
Remember when you pissed off Japes earlier? Now he's
Yeah.
agreeing with you.
Yeah.
All right, that's unbelievable. All right, damn. James Cook.
4.
Yeah, 4.
Can't catch the ball. He
Really?
dropped the ball so much last year.
No, next one, Ken Walker, the 3rd.
3.
3. Yeah, it'd be 3.
Yeah, he was good. He was good, but like he's not one of those running backs where you tune in to watch. Like, yeah, 3.
I swear if you say like Gus Edwards or something.
I was gonna say so you have 1 and 2 left.
Yeah. We should. Yeah, I mean, I think we're good so far, though.
Jonathan Taylor.
Healthy or not?
Prime Jonathan.
Number one. But assuming
Really?
he's healthy, number one. He's the best running back in the league behind Christian McCaffrey. I like Breece Hall more. Saquon's better.
I thought he didn't have a good season.
Well, he was hurt the entirety of last year.
That is true. Yeah, he was.
But when he's healthy, I mean, he's number one fantasy guy when he's healthy. What do you think?
We'll do one.
All right,
Let's do
number one, JT. Number two leaves us with.
Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, okay. You always do that. You always save the best for last. I should have learned.
It literally went in
Actually, I was very. I thought you guys were gonna put JT at 2. I was like, you guys nailed this.
I should have learned from last time. What's up, Pup?
Hi, Duke. What's up, Bubba? Hi. What's
the
your take?
Doge
Nice take.
sniffing.
Blindly rank these wide receivers.
All right. Remember, he's done it twice where he saved the best for last. He's not going to do it this time.
Yeah, he won't do it this time. This is like gambling.
That's what Parker said. Parker goes, how many cards can beat my card? I was like, you guys see that? All right, first player. Soon to be in jail. Rushy Rice.
Oh. 5.
5?
Yeah.
Okay, 5.
Are you good with 5 or you want to do 4? Play it safe.
Yeah, I'll go with 5.
Okay, 5. He was a rookie last year. Didn't really prove himself all that much. So he wasn't great. In a terrible receiving core, he was great.
Okay, that's fair. Chris Olave.
Ooh.
3?
If he doesn't get concussed from not getting touched, then yeah, we'll play safe at 3.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stephon Diggs.
There's probably 5 or 6 or 7 receivers better than him, so I'd say number 2. He's not the best on this list. There's no way.
He could be.
He's not, though.
I'll do 2. Let's do 2.
I think because there's 5 to 7 guys better than him in the league, let's just play safe because, I don't know. Number 2.
Amari Cooper.
What spot did we have left?
We
I
have
got
1 and
I got him in
4.
the soft spot. I got him in the soft spot.
He's 4. He's not better than Stephon.
Yeah,
But do you
4.
think I'm going to put someone better than Stephon this next one?
There's probably 6 guys you could put, and I hope so.
Are you good with 4?
You good
Yeah,
4?
4.
You guys played this really well. Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. So JJ, Diggs, Olave, Cooper, Rice. I think that's
a good list.
I
That's
think
a
you
really
switch
good
Cooper
list.
and Olave, and that's like
Yeah,
you're right there.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think there's even an argument to switch Cooper or Diggs and Olave. Now
We'll see.
we will see.
We'll
I
see.
think he's more talented.
He had a bad year last year, but he's still a guy.
I think Olave's very, very talented. Just bad quarterback situation.
Yeah.
Oh, you think I'm done? No, lean back.
All right. Well, tight ends or what?
Okay.
No, this is the last one. But rank these NFL teams.
Teams. Okay.
First team, Baltimore Ravens.
Regular season performers only.
Oh, I like your team.
They're the Cowboys of the AFC. So are the Chargers, I think.
It's fun because
2 or 1.
we can't hurt Nick
Probably-
anymore.
Probably 2. Yeah, I know what we are. I don't. Yeah. Probably.
Senior year of high school, Nick into freshman year.
I was
of
a little
college.
more emotionally fragile.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
going to say the Chiefs, so yeah. I
Probably
agree.
number 2. Yeah.
Green Bay Packers.
4.
Huh.
I want to say 3.
They had a good playoff run, but they were a
That's true.
very, very average regular season team.
Yeah,
last
they didn't
year.
really have like.
They
a good-
barely snuck in.
Yeah, they didn't have a good record.
They're the
last
Texans
season.
of the NFC.
Oh, if he says
Yeah.
the
In
Texans.
age or what?
Everything. Think about it.
Um,
Think about it. Young quarterback, young core. Often went further in the playoffs, and everyone expected him to go.
Yeah, they had a good playoff run, but we
They had
also
the
knew
same
the
record in
Texans.
the regular season.
I mean, did they?
Yeah, 10-7.
But okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'd say 4. What do you
4?
think?
Yeah, we go 4.
Okay.
So you guys are 1, 3, and 5. Okay.
1, 3, and 5.
Detroit Lions.
Do you like them better than Baltimore?
Wait, who do we have at 3?
We don't have anyone who have 1, 3, and 5 left.
Oh, we have 1, 3, and
I
5
say
left.
they're worse than Baltimore.
Yeah, 3 spot.
Yeah, 3.
Probably, arguably 5.
What?
He's a Vikings fan. He
Yeah.
I just hate the Lions.
Yeah. Speaking of the Vikings.
5.
Yeah, 5. bye.
So what's your guys' order?
We have Baltimore, Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota.
Wait, he's gonna say the Bears. He's literally done everyone from the NFC North except the Bears.
I actually have done that, but it's not the Bears. I didn't realize. That's a good pattern. No, you guys just played this really well again. It's the Kansas City Chiefs.
I knew he
yeah.
was gonna say Chiefs.
Well,
Reigning
because when I was
Super Bowl
making
champs.
when I was making this list, I was like, first two, I ended with the best player. They don't think I'll do it 3 times in a row. And if they do it 3 times in a row, they won't think I'll do it a 4th time in a row. And they did.
I mean, I think there's a handful of teams better than Baltimore, so it could have not have been
Go.
the Chiefs.
All right, go on. Team's better than Baltimore Ravens.
This year, expectation-wise,
Going into this year, yeah.
Going into this year, I think the Texans are going to be better than Baltimore.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the Eagles are going to be better than Baltimore.
Really? You think the Eagles are going to bounce back from last year?
Their only weak spot is still their secondary and Jalen Hurts. That's it.
You hate Jalen Hurts. It's so funny.
That's their only weak spot. The league has figured him out. Nick Bosa exposed him. You force him out of the pocket to the outside, but don't let him run downfield. And you force him to throw. Boom. He led the league in turnovers and in the pocket turnovers last year.
Okay, so who else?
Let me go through every team. AFC, low key, the Niners for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams are my sleeper team. I'm not going to say they're better because
Who did they add this year? They did offensive line. They did corner.
healthy Matthew Stafford,
Healthy Matt. And
Guessing.
then they drafted.
Puka number 2, year 2.
They drafted what's his name from
Blake,
Michigan. Blake Corum.
Yeah, Corum out of Michigan. Then they drafted a big dog on their line to replace Aaron Donald.
Mhm.
I don't remember his name, but I think they had 2 first-round picks, no?
Not
Or
sure.
early second?
Early second.
Yeah. Not them because they're my sleeper team. Let's go through the other AFC South. No one there.
I mean, Chiefs,
sorry,
obviously.
NFC South.
Do you think the Bills are better?
Not after loot. They have no. Didn't Gabe Davis leave too?
Oh, okay. And
Well, and Stephon. They have no
what
receivers.
did they do with Stephon in the second half of the season when they went to the run game?
He's still a guy that brings a lot of attention from the secondary, though.
But it didn't matter. Second half of the season. This is why I'm fine with them getting rid of Stephon. They started to win games when they stopped throwing the ball.
Forcing him the ball, yeah.
No, just throwing the ball.
They
in
also,
general.
There's a reason they fired their offensive coordinator. They could not get the dudes open.
Yeah, but then they switched to the run, and the run was obviously like the thing they needed.
Yeah, but that obviously was. I mean, they lost.
Okay.
The first round of the playoffs.
No, they didn't. They beat Pittsburgh in the first round of the playoffs.
Oh, and then they lost to Kansas City divisional round. That's when Patrick Mahomes had to travel. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so you don't think the Bills are better than the Ravens?
I
You
don't.
think the Lions are better than the Ravens? I think the Lions.
I think they're like almost
Like on par?
equal, but
Okay.
Ravens have a better coach.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
I like
think
that,
that's
Campbell. I think that's fair.
yeah.
You said Rams are sleeper.
Niners better, Eagles
Niners.
better.
Cowboys?
They're like again right there,
Right there.
even. I think they're even. Probably a little bit more of an edge to Baltimore.
Falcons.
No, I need to
Even
see
with
something.
Kirk- you wanna see Kirk
I want to
first?
see.
You know what's funny? Ever since the Russell Wilson Denver thing, I need to see something from a
Yeah.
team that gets a free agent quarterback.
I need to see a mid 30s quarterback who's off an Achilles tear actually
Yeah.
come back from that.
Okay.
Not that he was mobile before, but still.
And then Bengals?
Healthy Burrow, I think, is better than Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cleveland?
No.
Okay.
I mean, depends. Do we get Houston Watson?
No, that dude doesn't exist.
Then no.
That
Then
man
no.
doesn't exist anymore.
I hope he does, though, Key, because he was so fun to watch.
I hope he
No.
doesn't because I want to see that man crash and burn.
He already did. It's over.
You know what's really funny is to watch Browns fans defend him.
But he makes more in a game than we'll probably make in our entire lives. Not you, because you're going to be a big actor, but
Oh, thanks.
me and Aust.
Well, not you because you're going to be a co-owner of the Cowboys.
No, I'm not.
God, got a dream, man.
No, that dream is
Wait,
dead.
you said he's gonna be what?
Co-owner of the Cowboys.
Oh,
Like, you can have a share of the Cowboys.
I won't. Jerry Jones will never give it up.
Oh. Okay.
He's going to be the first man to. What's that
Like how
thing
we're
where you
talking
freeze
about
your
this,
head and
like
stay
a
alive?
Possibility.
Just gonna fucking like
Him and Stephen Jones are going to switch off who lives.
Oh my ew.
Oh, do you think Walt Disney's frozen?
No. I'm not a conspiracy guy.
That's not a
all the
conspiracy.
way.
He was frozen. That's a fact. I'm
Oh,
pretty
for
sure.
real?
Yeah, he like froze his body.
Oh.
He's cryogenically frozen, but I just think it's like they don't know if it's gonna work. If they
I don't think it's going to work.
they're gonna open up a casket just to fucking find
I
it.
think it's just going to turn into dust.
What do we do now?
Wait, they like froze him when he was alive?
Yeah, I think he was like in his mid-60s, but he wanted to be cryogenically frozen until like medicine got to the point where you could basically live not forever, but for a super, super long time. Well, actually, I think the full quote was something like when, I'm not even joking, I'm pretty sure it was something like when the Jews are eradicated. Or something. Yeah, he was a huge Nazi.
Oh, was he?
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, Walt Disney was a huge
I wasn't
Nazi.
even a Disney guy before this, but now I'm like,
Yeah, no.
Didn't
That
he
supports
have
my
like
claim
a
even
Hitler
more.
stash too?
a what?
Well, I mean, I think he did, but I also...
That was Charlie Chaplin.
Also, no. Well, yeah, it was Charlie Chaplin. But that's the thing, is I think that's more of a product of the time rather than...
Yeah, there was a lot of dudes.
It was a lot of dudes rocking that stash.
If
and
you
then
couldn't
one
run
dude...
a handlebar, then you ran a Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a crazy statement.
I'm not wrong.
If you couldn't run a handlebar, you ran a Hitler.
Yeah. A halfie.
Dude, I saw some guy the other day working at 7-Eleven running a Hitler.
No fucking way.
I don't know if it was a joke or what.
I also love how some dudes were like, I can have a Hitler. Is this going to get suppressed
Hitler.
because of the... No, I can have a Hitler just under the lip, and that's a soul patch.
Oh.
That's just...
Oh, it's like being a hidden Jew hater.
A hidden Hitler.
A hidden... A hidden alert.
None of this podcast can get taken out of context.
Aliens.
Go on. This is why I like having Austin, because Austin will just say things. Go on.
It's just what first came to my mind.
Okay.
When's the next
Expand.
invasion?
Was there a first invasion?
Wait, hold on, yeah, time out. When was the
Is
first
that what happened to
invasion?
you? Is that how you got
Bro,
big?
you could unzip right now and it would not surprise me at all.
How do you think there's fire crotches in the world?
Gingers.
Yeah,
We're aliens.
No, what?
We invaded Earth.
I mean, technically we are alien. Well, no, hold on. Wait, okay, hold on.
Wait, no, we're not. What do you mean?
Hold on.
Technically, we are. What?
Well, technically,
How?
well, let me finish.
Okay.
Because technically, we are aliens to other planets.
But we haven't gone to other planets.
But, Nick, you know that. Yeah, we have.
Where?
I almost said the moon.
We have never been to any other planet.
I was going to say Mars, but we haven't put people on
No,
Mars.
yeah.
But I almost looked you dead in the face and said the moon.
Okay, Gru. Despicable me.
No, but yeah, it's like another planet, like Bleeblorp in Galaxy who knows what the fuck.
Oh, the one that's like it's an Earth somewhere else.
Yeah, like that probably knows we exist because they probably are way technically logic ahead of
I
us.
don't believe in that, but yeah.
You don't think aliens are real?
No,
The mathematical possibility.
I just don't.
The universe is infinitely expanding, and you think we're the only life.
I might entertain the thought in another galaxy, but in the Milky Way galaxy, I don't believe there's anything else.
Okay, yeah. Well, sorry, Nate just broke me for a second. But you do think that in the rest of the universe,
I would entertain that maybe, but I don't.
you think we're the most intelligent beings in the creation?
In this realm,
Galaxy.
like in things that we can see in another dimension, maybe.
I think we're definitely the only intelligent species in this galaxy living here. I do think.
I will agree with there.
I do think that there are other intelligent beings in the galaxy, but they don't live here.
I mean, look at the Mexican alien. Our brains are
Oh,
like
I was
twice
like-
the size.
I heard Mexican. I was like, "Where's Austin going?"
The Mexican alien.
It was fake. I know exactly what you're talking about. It was it was
The
a
paper
fake
mache
video
alien.
that like someone that they brought an alien into Parliament in Mexico, but it was
Ah.
fake. It was deemed fake.
Interesting.
You
I
haven't
know
seen
what
a
you're talking
picture of it? You haven't seen a picture of the Mexican alien?
No, I just don't. I'm not interested in that stuff. Like to even
Really?
entertain.
You don't like the idea of like?
No, I listen to Joe Rogan when he has certain people on because he's just like comedians. I like his comedian stuff,
Mhm.
but he has like scientists that come on for like alien stuff and sci-fi stuff, and I don't listen to those because they're just not interesting to me.
Oh, okay.
I just don't care.
I think it's so. I remember as a kid I was like terrified of the idea of aliens, but I do think it's. I would love to go to an alien planet.
I'm more interested in the ocean of what we haven't found in the ocean than what's in space that might exist.
What do you think's in the ocean?
I mean, we haven't explored most of the ocean.
We know more about the surface of the moon
Yeah.
than our own oceans.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, let's find out what we're actually living with.
Well, that's the hard thing. We can't. It's too pressurized.
Well,
So,
there's that one conspiracy theory where NASA was like was like focused on oceans, and then they went to space.
Well, I think
After a
it
while.
was probably just a product of its time, where in the 60s you couldn't explore a certain amount of the ocean because of the pressure and the lack of resources.
But we've been
That's
able
true,
to
I've
do
never
more
thought
and more.
about that.
Okay. Do you know what my favorite conspiracy is?
Sure.
My favorite conspiracy, and this is the most boring conspiracy ever, but as a history buff, I think this is one of the coolest. And I think, again, as also someone who's like in the film industry, I think this would be a fucking sick ass movie to make if you could make it the right way. It's gonna sound really boring. I'm really sorry.
You're good.
My conspiracy, and it's not really a conspiracy because it's kind of been proven, is that the Ford Motor Company ruined the future of transportation and auto in the United States in the 50s because they had Congress pass a bill that negated any type of trains or railway systems in the United States.
Oh, have you seen the maps of like railway systems in Europe compared to here?
Yep. And I think that because because the United States is such a high manufacturer of cars, if railroads had been implemented, the planet would be so much cleaner nowadays. And also I think better cars would exist. I mean, why do you think like there's always anytime someone builds like a water-built car, they're like CIA's on your ass, bro?
Somehow that guy dies every time. Yeah.
It's like basically being. Speaking of being a Boeing whistleblower, I flew Spirit yesterday. I usually don't have a problem with Spirit. There was 10 times before we took off, I thought this plane was going to fall apart. And I didn't know if it was a Boeing, but I was praying I didn't look because I didn't even want to know.
Sometimes the stereotypes check out.
Well, you know what? There was a point where I was in the air and I was like, if this plane crashes, I can't do anything about it. I'll just accept my fate. So I closed my eyes and we kept like dropping like violently. And I was like, can't do anything about it. I was like, I go. No, I don't mind Spirit. I don't mind Spirit on quick trips, 90 minutes. LA to Salt Lake, it's 90 minutes. It's basically sitting on a bus. Like, it's what the seats feel like.
Yeah.
I'm not flying Spirit to Pittsburgh for a football game.
No.
I will fly Delta only.
Yeah, Delta.
Maybe American, but Delta is the way to go. Spirit's fine for a 90-minute flight, but anything more than that, no shot in hell.
What do you think the difference is between Spirit and Delta as far as like plane structures?
Well, I think the planes themselves are the same, but it's about what they put inside of them. Like the seating on a Spirit, you're sitting in a desk chair, and not like a nice desk chair, like a desk chair that probably costs $50 at Staples.
Like one of those plastic chairs?
Yes.
No.
Yes. And like there's no screens, there's no outlets. They barely have any space for like baggage up top. They make you pay for drinks. Like, you know how they come by with like sodas on planes and they're like, here's your Sprite. No, it costs money on Spirit. Versus Delta, they have nice chairs. They have first class. They have business class. They have Comfort Plus, and then they have the regular cabin. They have space up top. They have space underneath. They have screens here. They have one of the nicest things about planes right now, I've been traveling a lot in the last like 3 months. So this is a huge topic on my mind.
He's
one of my favorite
passionate.
things is the newer planes, they have a slot for your iPhone to sit in. So I don't have to do this.
Ah.
When I'm watching a movie or a video on the plane,
That's
I can
big.
just click it here, tilt, and I can just, that is such a like underrated.
Little things like that.
Well, there's like ones that like little pop down. But no, like the planes themselves, I'm pretty sure are the same, but it's like what they put inside of them that's different.
Yeah. Okay, I get that.
Have you ever flown internationally?
No.
Have you?
No.
Like across the
International-
ocean?
No.
Okay, those
Yeah.
planes are super
Furthest
nice.
I've flown is to Florida
Was it from here?
from here.
Was it only a big plane?
It was JetBlue.
Not a big plane.
Not a big
Well, it
plane.
could have been a big plane.
It wasn't like 3 rows. It was 2 rows.
Oh, so have you guys ever been on a 3-row plane?
No. Have you?
I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Just to fit more people.
No.
Where'd you go when you went on that plane?
Austin thought I was asking him why they had 3-row planes. I also love how Nick is so numb to this. Nick,
I'm just
Nick
used to it.
translated it. Nick was
Yeah,
like, no, Austin.
It usually takes like double the amount of time. I have probably spent double the amount of words in my life to convey different things to Austin to try to get him to understand.
Oh, my God.
Wait.
Where did you go where you had
Yeah,
3
why were
rows?
you on a plane that had, like, why did you need such a big plane?
Hawaii, California?
I think it was.
Have you been to Hawaii?
Yeah, I've
Oh,
been
that
to
counts.
Hawaii.
Have you been to Hawaii?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that counts. That's probably the big plane then.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It was. I think it was just San Diego.
No.
Definitely was not Sandy. It was definitely not a flight from Salt Lake to San
I was
Diego.
with you when we went to San Diego. It was a normal plane.
I don't know. There's a lot of people going to San Diego.
I'm gonna guess that it was the Hawaii flight because of how big those planes are.
I'm
I
gonna
just
guess that he
remember
didn't
it-
actually go on a 3-row
Actually,
plane.
that's what I'm
Anything?
gonna
He
guess.
just
I
thinks he
remember
did.
it though.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure you do.
They are super nice. I
Sure
I
you
was
do,
on-
buddy.
I don't know if this is still a plane anymore, but because I went to Iceland and we flew Iceland Air, which was the shittiest food I've ever eaten.
Why'd you go to Iceland?
I didn't have. I mean, one, I didn't have a choice because my mom and stepdad wanted to go, but it was really cool.
No.
Iceland's actually really pretty.
Do they sell a lot of fish there?
I mean, odd question. Such a weird.
From an odd guy.
So I mean, yeah, yeah, they have like fish markets and stuff because Iceland's so small and almost every city's on the border.
I just feel like they have like nothing to do, so there's like a lot of ice fishing.
Well, no, so Iceland. That's
Iceland is actually green. Greenland is green.
Bingo.
Ice because they wanted to confuse the Vikings.
No, the Vikings wanted to confuse people.
The Vikings wanted to confuse people
so
from
they said
invading.
the Greenland instead.
I knew I had
Yeah,
it somewhere.
Iceland's
right?
actually very, very green because it's volcanic. The volcanic activity helps the soil and everything.
Oh.
So yeah, I camped out by a live volcano one time, which is
Oh, that's
pretty
pretty cool.
That was pretty cool, yeah. But yeah,
Did you see any lava?
No. I mean, I saw like hardened lava. I don't know why it took me so long to think about.
So rocks.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I don't even have a witty comeback. You're right. I saw rocks. That's exactly what it was.
And what does hard lava look like?
Look in your backyard.
Such a low moment for me. I said
The moon.
Yeah. Said we've been to the moon, and I just said cool lava. Yeah, I just told Austin.
So you don't believe in the moon conspiracy that the moon landing was fake?
No. I do love the idea, though.
Maybe a little.
I do love the idea of the moon landing being fake because it does make sense. Like, you wanted to win the space race at that time, and it was so difficult because, like, if you didn't win it, then who knew what would happen? But the fact that, like, we have telescopes now that can actually see the flag, and also we did send a rocket with people up there, I do think it was a legit thing that happened. I had a teacher, though, a math teacher, who believed that the moon landing was faked.
It's okay. I had was it science?
Just don't say the name.
History. I had some teacher, I don't remember what subject, who on a Friday predicted that over the weekend Jesus would be coming back. He ain't.
Did he?
I need to know. Like, I gotta know. We gotta have your brother and your sister on here too sometime because I gotta talk to them just to figure out.
His brother's normal. I hang out with him all the time. His
What about his
brother's
sister?
totally normal. His sister's cool too. She's on the drill team.
I say just keep it
Oh
all
wow!
in.
What original comments on my Instagram? Bro copied the other guy. Does anyone else feel like this is just a Benchwarmer brand video? What original?
I don't
comments?
even know the other guy. Who is he? Is there actually someone else who does? I feel like
Yeah,
there's.
no, I completely understand, and I will say, I mean, I made a video about this when we, I don't know why, I was thinking for one of the Steeler videos. So, I mean, yeah, the videos are inspired by other creators like Benchwarmer Brand, Scooter Magruder, Tom Grossi, Ryan
Oh, I know
George.
Scooter.
Yeah, Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Caleb City.
But it's
Daniel
not like
Thrasher.
it's such a groundbreaking idea that it can't be replicated.
That's the thing.
To be better.
I'm not stealing. Like, there are certain subjects I would love to talk about. Like, Benchwarmer Brand just did a video about Justin Jefferson, like, talking to the Vikings about, like, these quarterback options. And I was going to do a video like that. But now that he's done it, I'm going to stay away from that area because I do not want people to think that I'm copying him. So I try to stay away from it. He also did a video about, like, the Chiefs' issues this offseason, which I thought would be really funny to write about. He did it, so I'm staying away from it. So I do see it, and yeah,
a lot of people do it.
that's the thing. I don't respond to a lot of comments anymore, just because one, there's been so many. Thank you guys for the support and everything. But two, also, the ones that I do respond to, I say this is a format. This is essentially a genre. I'm not just stealing a script. I have to write my own shit. I have to film my own shit. It is a format that not only sports comedians use. Not that I'm a comedian, sorry. Sports content creators use, but also other creators use as well. Daniel Thrasher, Ryan George, Caleb City. Those are other guys who don't do sports-related stuff. So it's just a format that I really like, and yeah, so it's whatever. But I will say that our videos are very similar. guys want to play another game?
Absolutely.
Let's do NBA time.
Ooh.
We'll do NBA game first, and then we'll talk about the NBA.
Okay.
Fair?
Fair.
Because yesterday was a big day for the NBA. Do you follow the NBA, Austin?
A little.
Okay. Probably like as much as Zach?
I see like little highlights and stuff.
Okay. So we're going to NBA blindly rank, but Austin has to decide the spots. Nick just has to like try and convince.
Okay.
So
Wait, I don't know a lot.
that's the point.
Okay.
All right. Blindly rank these NBA point guards.
Oh shit.
So you have the final say. So you can't start him off. You can't say 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to start somewhere. Nick has to try and coerce you somewhere else, okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Your first point guard, Jalen Brunson.
What team does he play for?
He went to the New York Knicks
Oh,
after
they're pretty good.
being a Dallas Maverick who ended the Jazz playoff run and split up our team.
Well, team chemistry kind of did that
Almost
themselves.
yeah, but he was the final
He was
nail in the coffin.
balled out because
Way-
Luka was hurt that series, right?
I don't know
I'm
if
pretty
he's
sure-
hurt, but he did not play better than Brunson.
Yeah, Brunson was the standout.
Yeah.
It's your first player. No pressure.
You guys are making him sound like he's like.
Keep in mind, the New York Knicks are the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA, and he brought them. The New York Knicks were into the spotlight this year,
Okay, I was like, oh,
and I'm not going to say who helped them get there.
They were the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference.
Okay, so you guys are making him sound like he's like an MVP candidate. I'll put him at 1.
I mean,
Do you want
you know what's
to
funny?
finalize that decision,
it's
or
finalized, sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
You know what's funny though?
he's wrong?
No, I think that there can be an argument made. I'm not saying he is, but also like there's so many people consider point guards nowadays that it's hard. Like a lot of people consider Luka to be a point guard. I consider him to be a small forward, but like he is an All NBA player.
Yeah, no. I love Jalen Brunson. He can ball, but
I think he's for
he's
sure top 3
not the
point guard.
best on this list. I guarantee
Okay,
it.
Tyrese Halliburton.
I've heard of him before. What team is he on?
Just because I talk about him all the time.
Indiana Pacers.
Indiana Pacers.
Dude,
What did
him
the
and
Pacers
SGA,
finish at?
my favorite players to watch. They were the 6th seed.
And they're currently in the Eastern Conference Finals.
How many points does he average in the first quarter?
That's not what he's best at.
Also, why? Yeah, it's also not his. It's not his primary skill set.
We'll
I'll give you one more hint, and that's
put
it.
him at 3.
Okay. Okay.
Fair. Honestly, fair.
Would you put him above Brunson? I'm gonna have you. I'm gonna have you re-rank this list at the end.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So 3, Darius Garland.
Darius who?
Cleveland Cavaliers point guard.
DG the PG.
Oh, so he's Colin Sexton's replacement?
You could kind of
Yeah.
say that, but
Yeah.
he replaced Colin Sexton before
Yeah.
Sexton was traded. Like he was drafted to be
What's his name again?
Darius Garland.
Darius Gardner. We'll put him at 5. What? No one knows. No one knows who that guy is.
What's his name? Darius Garland. All right, Darius Gardner's going to play. Was even like 5 seconds. All right. See ya. Austin, I fucking love
We need
you.
a timeout.
Okay, 2 and 4 are left.
Okay, 2 and 4 left.
Russell Westbrook.
Oh, jeez. He should have been 1.
Am I in 2016?
Yeah, wait. Where are you putting him? You got
He's
two-
like a former MVP, right?
You're
Keyword-
not wrong. He's
keyword-
not wrong.
Keyword former.
We're talking current, by the way.
Okay.
He doesn't start, by the way.
So we're not talking about their prime?
No.
Who even knows who Gardner's prime is?
He's young.
Okay, Russell Westbrook. I'll put him. What spots do we have left?
2 and 4.
We'll put him at 2.
No.
He's deserved it over the years.
Social media's gonna love this. Okay. Oh my God. Last one, De'Aaron Fox is going to the 4 slot. So,
Oh yeah, he
Austin's-
deserves 4.
Austin's list
Screwed Fox.
goes Jalen Brunson, Russell Westbrook, Tyrese Halliburton, De'Aaron Fox, Darius Garland. How would you rank that list?
Brunson number 1, actually, because I thought there'd be better names on that list.
So I did get it right.
Halliburton number 2,
Oh, wait.
De'Aaron Fox number 3, Garland number 4, Westbrook number 5.
That's what I would do as well. And honestly, Halliburton and Brunson are coin flips. In my
Yeah,
head.
I mean, if you want to score,
Then
you
you
get-
want Brunson.
well, actually, no, Brunson does it all. Even at his size, he gets above average rebounds for his size.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not much of a playmaker compared to Tyrese.
He sees the floor better than anyone I've ever watched basketball since Rajon Rondo.
Really?
As a facilitator, yeah.
Chris Paul.
And Chris Paul. I'm so sorry. I just hate him. Chris Paul and Rajon Rondo. Yeah. Boston Celtics, Rondo, bro.
Completely underrated.
Yeah.
Also,
Chris
would
Paul,
not last a
Rondo.
day in today's NBA because
No.
he didn't shoot.
Yeah.
And I hate
Ben Simmons. Prime Ben Simmons.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's actually
Wait.
He was a
Prime
short Ben Simmons.
that's crazy. That is, I never thought about that.
Rondo's
before.
a short Simmons. Yeah.
Yeah, Ben Simmons would have thrived in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay. So since we'll do another bundle rank in a second. Last night's game, dude.
Pissed me off.
Really?
Yeah, I hate Luca
Why?
because he
Didn't he have a game
whines
winner?
so much.
But you like Brunson?
Huh? I don't like Brunson. that
Oh,
much,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
No.
Oh, yeah, he did
I
his
just
game right.
I respect Brunson because he can score.
But you don't respect Luka?
I respect him as like a player. Like he could be really good.
Luka's a top 3 player in the league.
Yeah, but he just cries way too much to me.
I just
When you hear the broadcaster start to mention and comment on him complaining, you know it's a problem.
for me, it's not as bad as like Joel or how Harden used to be.
No, Joel Embiid is by far because he plays for Philly. He cries that much. He's my least favorite player in the league.
Do you think he's worthy of MVP conversation?
No.
Okay.
Jokic should be a 4-time MVP in a row right now.
I do agree with that.
Yeah. Embiid stole it from him just because of voter
Social
fatigue.
medias. Thank you. Fuck Jesus. Yeah, no.
This is the first year that I've been able to watch non-Utah Jazz NBA basketball
Without-
in probably 8 years, because the league has gotten to, or at one point it was at a team where you kind of before the season even starts, you know,
Who's going to be in the finals?
out of the 4, you could pick 4 teams, and those two of those teams are going to make it to the finals.
Yeah.
Now, if they could just fix, they did a good job by adding replay and challenges to the league, but if they could literally just fix the softness and the technicals and everything of the league, it would literally be an elite league like the NFL. But they will never even.
Well, the hard thing for the NBA too is 82 games, so people do get a little fatigued throughout the season.
but
Compared to because the NFL.
look at the olden days, though.
No, I agree.
Players never sat out.
I don't disagree with you. Oh no, I'm not talking about that.
Oh.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of. I'm saying fans get fatigued
Oh,
because
yeah.
there's 82 games to watch. Like with the NFL, you only get 17 games to watch your team if they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's why everyone, I don't care who you are, you always watch at least a quarter of week 1 of preseason because you have missed the NFL.
Yeah.
Summer League maybe gets a couple viewers for the NBA, and then because it's I do agree with you that the NBA could be a huge league. I just think there's so many games. It's like baseball. I love baseball, but I can't watch like the Pirates had a game today. I can't fucking you have over it's so many games.
You have the new pitcher though, Livy's boy.
Yeah, Paul is unreal.
Yeah.
Paul Skeens is unreal.
Here's the thing. I used to believe that same argument until I saw that the last year of the Pro Bowl when they actually played the game got more views than the NBA Finals that year. It's like it's not even an 82 game thing. It's like even the most important games nobody wants to watch.
Well, I think that one's also hard too because 7-game series. No, again, I'm just saying people have the mindset of I can always watch another game, and then they don't. It's the
Yeah.
Like I that's why a lot of people don't want there to be a Pacers Pacers Mavs basically finals because everyone's like no one's gonna watch that.
I would love
basketball.
that.
It would be great.
Halliburton's hurt.
If
He's
the
not playing
Celtics-
tonight though.
If the Celtics don't make the playoffs or the finals, I will be so happy. They're going to,
Yeah.
but I don't want the Celtics in the
I
finals.
don't either.
Because you don't have I mean, if the Knicks make it, then you do have a high franchise. But like, it would be so cool to see the young Timberwolves team that was shit 3 years ago play against a Pacers team that was shit 3 years ago.
It's going to be Mavs Celtics, though.
Yeah.
Halliburton's hurt, so he's not even playing tonight. Plus, they're just not matched up. And I know everyone wants to call Edwards the young MJ. He's not that dude. I also understand he's 22 years old, but he's not that guy, and I don't think he's going to end up being a superstar.
Ooh.
He'll be a star.
I disagree.
He's not going to be a superstar.
I don't think he'll be a top 3 player in the league. I think he will always be a top 10, top 5 player.
I don't think he'll ever be worthy of an MVP conversation. Your Mac's about to die. Low battery.
My mic?
Your Mac.
Good catch. Keep talking about the NBA though.
Last night's game to me solidified that like Edwards is just not that dude, and he's got the swag, he's got the cool trash talk and the highlight moves, but his ability to take over a game is not there. He
What's
just
the
doesn't have
series
it.
at?
It's
Or
Mavs
2-0.
lead 2-0, and the 2 games they won were in Minnesota. So yeah, he literally. Did you watch it? Did you watch how he just turned the ball over, threw it out of bounds to nobody, but Rudy's going to get the blame for looking like a fool because Luka crossed him? Well, yeah. But it was him and Towns ended up it was 9 for 36 shooting. Yeah, he didn't play almost the entirety of the fourth quarter. I don't know why they didn't take Edwards out too. He didn't help their team at all in the fourth quarter. It was just I don't know. I'm a Mavs guy because they're Conley and they got Rudy, former Jasmine. Who did I say? Oh, that's what I meant. I like Minnesota because they got 2 former Jazz men in there. So I've been rooting for them this entire playoffs. They're also just a lot of fun to watch, I think. They what? They're a lot of fun to watch. And they're fun to watch because, their team chemistry is cool. But they had the DPOY. They had the 6th man of the year. And who else? Did they have coach of the year? No, I don't think Finch got it. But they're just fun to watch. But I just, I'm disappointed in Edwards.
The one thing I will say, switching to the Eastern Conference, I do love this agenda that's being pushed, which is a lot of people are hoping the Celtics win the finals because then they can push that Jaylen Brown put them to the finals instead of Jason Tatum.
That's oh my gosh, is that coming up?
Yeah,
that's cool. I was
It's pretty cool.
of the opinion that the Jason Tatum hate was overdone. I am fully on board with it now after watching.
What?
I haven't watched that much Celtics basketball because they're not fun to watch. They're good, but they're just not
That's the thing.
fun.
It reminds me of the Patriots.
Yeah, they're
They're
not
good,
fun.
not fun to watch.
Not fun at all.
No.
And then I watched Jason Tatum. I was like, all right, let's see. I've watched him quite a bit this year, but it's been a while since I've watched. I didn't tune in any of their playoff games because I haven't cared. But he complains just as much as Luka. And what he does is this is the Jason Tatum cycle. He goes 8 points in the first 3 quarters, and then once the game's a blowout from his other teammates securing the win for him is when he's still in the game in the fourth quarter up 25 stat padding.
Pat statting.
But Jaylen Brown, Derek, they just have so many role players, and that's why they're good. Derek White is really good. Should have been an all-star this year. Jaylen Brown is solid. He just doesn't have a handle. Porzingis has actually found his role in Boston. I know he's hurt this entire playoffs, but
Well, it's because he doesn't have to be a bona fide 3/2. He can be a 4.
yeah. But Jason Tatum is not an MVP. They're trying to push it so hard every year. He's just not.
This is how deep the Celtics are. You didn't even mention Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday,
Yeah.
great defensive point guard.
But again, there's so many people on this
Yeah.
team. Yeah, no, I agree.
Is Porzingis coming back?
He's supposed to come back game 4, but if it's a blowout, they'll probably just save him for the finals.
Exactly. What will probably happen is if they do reach game 4, they'll probably wait and see what happens. If they're gonna go to game 5, and if they do, they'll probably play.
If the Pacers snag 1, then they'll play him probably in game 5 for a few minutes to get him ramped up. But Halliburton's out with the same hamstring injury that
Especially-
he had earlier in the year. So.
Especially because if the Mavs make the playoffs like it's looking like they will, they're gonna need Porzingis to match up with Derek Lively, who has been a very good rookie this year.
Gafford too.
Dude, Derek Lively's the 3rd best player on the bench.
Him and
right now.
Gafford are equivalents to me.
The reason I put Lively above is because he's a rookie.
So he's doing it without as
Without-
much experience.
Exactly.
But I don't really care about the details of it. They're both playing equivalently.
Yeah, they're playing
really
at the same
good.
level.
Yeah. It is more impressive.
I go Luka, their top 3 for me is Luka, Kyrie, and then Derek Lively. Lively.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, I put him 5th. PJ Washington and Hardaway Jr. are better. What did I say?
Hardaway Jr.
Hardaway Jr.'s been great in the playoffs.
in the playoffs.
Him in Washington when Kyrie and Luka were both
I
getting
still
shut
think Derek
down.
I still think I think PJ's fair to put above, but I don't think.
Is his name PJ?
Yeah, it's PJ Washington.
Okay, I had it right.
I think PJ's. It's fair to make that argument above Derek Lively. I don't think it's fair to put Tim Hardaway above him.
I just in this playoffs alone, he's been better.
Last night.
Except last night. I don't care about one game.
Okay.
But him and Gafford, yeah, I think they're a big duo. When you have two huge dudes,
Yeah, go on.
when your backcourt is already like one of the best backcourts in the league, you're set.
Two huge guys with huge cocks.
Okay.
That didn't get believed. That just shows people who Austin is. We're gonna bring Austin back into the fold here. Blindly rank these NBA teams. Austin gets final say.
Okay.
Oh,
You got teams.
Yeah, surely you know
Teams
teams.
is easier than players.
I don't follow the NBA at all.
I already fucked him with the first team. Orlando Magic.
Growing up, they've been bad, but I think they're
Growing
good
up, they've
now.
been bad. Maybe the last 5 years they've been bad.
I mean, they've
Yeah.
never got the job done.
Yeah. But D12 was a huge part of my childhood.
It's been
That's
like
true.
a decade since he was in
More than that.
Orlando.
old.
Yeah, we're old now.
14 years.
Put him at the 3 spot.
I don't hate it.
I love it.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, they're like on the rise.
Paolo
Bancaro
is one of the most underrated
yeah,
players in the
Bancaro's
league.
so underrated.
Do you know who he reminds me of?
Who?
LeBron. Watch him bring the ball up the court.
I know,
watch him,
but that
watch him
is such a
facilitate the ball.
wild comparison.
I'm not saying like he's going to be LeBron. I'm saying his play style reminds me of LeBron.
That's fair. His play style.
yes.
Bronny James.
Next
No.
team, we can talk about that later if you want. Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oklahoma City Thunder. Did they make the playoffs?
Yeah,
They
as
were the number
one
one
seed.
seed.
We'll put them at
Well,
one.
wait,
then.
hold on.
Oh.
Before you say number, the Jazz were also the 1 seed a few years back, and they were not the best team in the West.
Okay,
Keep
I'll
in mind,
put 'em at
seeding,
2.
seeding does not matter in the NBA as much as it does in the NFL.
No,
We'll put them at 2.
Okay.
I like that too.
Chicago Bulls.
Have they fallen off?
We don't get to answer that question.
4.
Okay, 4. Charlotte Hornets.
Okay.
5.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Number 1. Could be an argument for it. Dallas Mavericks.
Yep.
You can have an argument. So you went Mavericks, Thunder, Magic, Bulls, Hornets. I
Nailed it. I would have said the same thing.
I might flip the Thunder and the Mavericks.
I like that they're young and they're on the up, but
I
the
think they're
Mavericks
deeper.
just beat them in a series.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd flip them for future wise.
Yeah. Future wise for sure.
Good job on Austin. For someone who doesn't know NBA.
Yeah. I would have. You nailed it. I would have done the same thing.
I want to hear your take on the Bronny situation.
It's cool. It's not his fault it's not his fault, and he shouldn't be getting all this hate just because his dad is one of the best players, if not the best player to ever play in the NBA. But there has never ever been a second rounder who's gotten this much attention before. His best strength is defense, and in the NBA where nobody likes to play defense, that's what gives him a chance.
I do think a team will take a flyer on him in the first round, just for
I
contract for contract reasons. Because you get the additional protection on him if he's a first rounder. And
Yeah,
people
but he also just announced that he's refusing to sign a 2-way contract, so they wouldn't be able to send him down to
he
the.
announced that. I actually
Yeah,
know that.
well, his agent Rich Paul did, but
Wait, what does that mean?
if you draft a guy and he's not performing, you can send him down to like the G
G
League,
League.
which is what's it called now? Oh, it used to be called the D League. Now it's
No,
the
it's
G
the
League. Yeah,
It's the Gatorade League.
it's the Gatorade League where like
It's like
you
the
can go play
minors
for
for
their
baseball.
affiliate team for like the Bees.
Oh.
But he is refusing to sign a 2-way contract, so he would have to be signed by the team he gets drafted by or cut.
Which kind of makes sense for this reason. Whatever college he goes to, he's going to make more through the NIL than he probably would on a G League contract.
So he wants to play in the league.
So he wants, So and then he can just re up for eligibility next year for the NBA draft. So I do kind of understand why he's doing that. But yeah, I think if a team does take a flyer on him, it's to bring in LeBron.
I don't think LeBron will go wherever he goes.
I think it depends on where he goes.
I don't think.
Like,
Wait, is LeBron's contract? Is it like coming up?
he's technically a free agent.
Yeah.
Oh.
But like those that report that the Jazz might draft Bronny, if they do, Braun's not going to come here.
No, he hates Utah.
He
He doesn't even ever play when he comes here.
But I do think like those are rumored the Suns might draft him. That one, I do think LeBron would go to Phoenix because the location is prime and also the team would be really
That would crash and burn so hard. These super teams never work.
I don't disagree with you, but I do think it would be. Here's the argument for super teams. I will say, they are fun as shit to watch. If you cannot tell me watching LeBron facilitate a team with Kevin Durant, that team failed because they had Devin Booker as a point guard. He should never be a point guard.
It failed because Bradley Beal's garbage.
Well, that's also very true. But if you're rolling out essentially a lineup of Braun at the point guard, Booker at the shooting guard, Beal at the small forward, and then KD at the 4, and then Nurkic at the 5, like that'd be a shit ton of fun to watch.
Maybe.
I'm not saying
watching
it'll work.
Nurkic.
Harden, Durant, and Simmons and Irving was not fun at all in Brooklyn.
Yeah, but that also was like you had two primary ball handlers in Kyrie and
there's never the last one that worked that was built was
Warriors.
literally the Heat. That wasn't built.
Warriors.
That wasn't built. Clay, Steph, and Draymond were all drafted.
Together, but then I'm saying when they brought in.
But even before KD was there, it was fun. Like
Yeah.
So
I
it
don't
was fun.
they were a super team before KD went there.
Okay, I see what you mean.
But
Okay.
the last from scratch super team that was built was the Heat.
Yeah, that worked.
That worked. Because Bosch and LeBron went over there.
Right. Yeah, because then people can make an argument for the Thunder, but the Thunder drafted naturally. Same with the Spurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's very fair. The Celtics are the same way.
It just never works. Because role players matter way more than you think, and if you're playing all these players, you can't pay a bench.
That's my only issue with LeBron James teams and personally for me, LeBron James is my GOAT. I think as an overall basketball player, he's the greatest. I don't think he's the greatest scorer, but I do think just he's done so much in the
He's
league.
the most dominant player of all time.
He's going to finish top 10 and even top 5 in 3 of the most important stats: rebounds, assists, and points.
He's number 1 in points
Already.
Yeah.
And he probably. You guys are going to take for granted this man because in 10 fucking years, you're going to look back and see what he was doing at 42 years old because I think he's going to play till he's at least 42. And you're going to be like, how?
How much is he averaging right now?
27.
He averaged like 27, 8, and something.
It was one of his most efficient years.
Yeah. And his best 3-point shooting year of all time.
But my issue with LeBron teams is there's always a scapegoat and it's always the head coach, like Darvin Ham. I'm not saying Darvin Ham was a great coach.
He was terrible.
Exactly. But like, look at Frank Vogel. Frank Vogel's actually a good coach.
Yeah.
Look at Tyronn Lue. Tyronn Lue is a good coach, but he was always a scapegoat.
Is he though?
I actually do think yes.
Because
No, Tyronn Lue is a good coach.
he did not get past the first round with Kawhi, I guess not Westbrook anymore, but
Yeah.
Kawhi and Paul George.
James Harden
And
is
Harden.
washed. James Harden is washed. Paul George is getting old. Kawhi is not what he used to be. He's still good, but he's just not what he used
Kawhi
to
had
be.
one of his best years.
What team is James Harden on right now?
But he was hurt,
Clippers?
I guess.
Clippers.
But here's the thing: there's always a scapegoat with LeBron, and LeBron, ever since after the Heat, he trades away all of his depth.
Yeah.
The only reason they won that one championship against the Warriors, and here's a hill on to nine, is because Draymond got ejected. If Draymond was not suspended for that one game, that 3-1 comeback never would have happened. That team of the Cavs.
Still Draymond's fault.
Yeah. No, yeah. But that team of the Cavs was not built well.
Yeah.
When you're relying on nothing against Matthew Dellavedova, he had a great run that year. But when you're relying on Matthew Dellavedova, a guy who you only had to use because you were trading everybody away, same thing with this year with the Lakers. They're trading all their depth away. What are we going to hear in a month after the fucking finals ends? Oh, everyone is safe but Anthony Davis to be traded. And it's like no one's going to take D'Lo and Austin Reeves. Oh, you already know there's going to be rumors of Trae Young for D'Lo and Austin Reeves plus a future first rounder. And so what they do is they just trade all of their depth, and that's why these teams don't work out. I agree with you 100% on that.
Yeah. And they bring back a bunch of wash players. Dwight Howard, they had Rondo, they brought in Westbrook.
And I do think it's kind of fair. I mean, listen, a championship is a championship. You have to play the competition that's put in front of you. But there definitely is something to say about that Lakers
I think
championship.
it's 100% legit.
Oh, yeah, a championship is a championship.
Yeah. I don't care that you were in a bubble. If anything, it was harder because most players hated the bubble.
Well, I think that's why veterans succeeded. Because you had
You had the toughness.
exactly. And meanwhile, you have the young guys who, everything's new to them, and then you're getting it all taken away from you. Okay. Let's go back to the NFL. Let's play What's More Likely.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we can get
Let's do
Austin
it.
back involved. Sorry to kind of get you out of there for a little bit.
No, it's fine.
All right, what's more likely? The Chargers make the AFC Championship or the Ravens make the AFC Championship?
Ravens.
Think so?
Yeah.
I mean, Joe Wall.
A head coach hire doesn't change the issues with that team.
Kind of Cowboys. It's ownership.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, interesting. Yeah, I would say the Ravens as well. I would love to see them play each other.
That'd be
A
cool.
little Harbaugh. What's more likely? The Chiefs three-peat or the Panthers three-peat as the worst record?
Probably the Panthers. Winning Super Bowl is way harder than being ass.
That's
I would say the
I'm
Panthers
not
as
saying
well.
Yeah.
wrong.
The Panthers didn't really get better.
No, they got wide receiver.
They got
Who's
Leggett.
throwing to him?
They got Leggett. Sounds like they is.
I don't believe in Bryce Young.
Nope, you're getting bleeds. Nope, you're getting bleeds. Nope.
Oh, is it the one?
Nope.
No, I'm trying to think of who they drafted. The receiver out of
North Carolina.
North Carolina, but he went viral for what he was saying about how he never had a job growing up or whatever.
Oh, really? I remember the video of him talking about horses.
Oh, he talks in really heavy accents. Really
He
funny.
does have very.
I remember the video of him saying like something, but I didn't understand.
That's why you got bleeped a second ago. All right. Yeah, no, I also think the Panthers three-peat is worst record because you're telling me what's more like there's 32 teams that are worse, 31 teams that are worse than the Panthers, or 31 other teams that could possibly win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What's more likely? Justin Fields plays a playoff game, or Caleb Williams plays a playoff game?
The NFC is weaker than the AFC. Probably Caleb Williams. Probably because I do think Russell Wilson will be starting.
The entire season?
Yeah, I think so too.
If
He was doing well in Denver.
if there was no Russell Wilson and there was just like from day one, Justin Fields is your number one starter, then maybe Justin Fields. But I just hate going into a season where neither quarterback really knows what's going on because it's almost impossible for him to build chemistry with his teammates.
I don't disagree with you. Sorry. Duke.
Dookie!
Come here.
Dookie!
No. The other way. No. This way. Duke. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, thank God.
Hi, Poopy.
Hi, Bubba. I know. Sorry to rile you up. Can you sit? Please? Can you sit? Here, give me some. Thank you. Oh, sorry. I didn't punch in the face. Good job. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to rile you up. Aw. He wants Nick pets.
He wants crotch smells.
He'll shove his face in your crotch. It's like a very comforting thing for him.
That's so hot.
Don't get on. It's a dog.
Bestiality over here.
He's doing it to me. I'm not doing it to him. Sit.
Is that like a thing? Reverse bestiality?
Down.
Yeah.
Down.
I guess it'd just be like animal rape.
This is getting close.
Jenna. Dude, down. No, down. Thank you. Nice. Okay.
Sit. Paw. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
No, that's a man.
Oh,
Have you
other
ever seen when
paw?
dogs are horny and they like try humping someone?
Dude, he has a red rocket.
Really?
Oh, that's what we named Austin's car in high
How
school.
many inches?
Red rocket.
He didn't know what it meant.
Why do you care?
I didn't know what it meant.
One time, the first time Josh ever met, Josh, what the hell? Japes. I don't know why I called him Josh. I was like, oh.
Oh, hey, kitty. You're wet.
Yeah, in the rain.
Most cats hate rain.
No inappropriate joke about a cat being wet. I'm cutting you off. No.
Jenna,
Austin.
can we please get a cat?
The pussy's wet.
Got believed. You want a cat?
Yeah, I want a cat.
Not a dog?
Not until I have a big yard, and
Thank
maybe
you.
not even then.
Good man. Oh. Okay.
Doge.
We're going to play another game.
Did you see Doge died?
Yeah, that was really sad. 18 years
That's
old.
not like 20 years ago.
No, she died yesterday.
Oh,
I
Sad.
swear new Doge is dying every day though.
Shiba or something.
Shiba Inu.
Pink. We're good.
Oh, yeah.
Healthy cat. A little bit of black, but it's probably the human food.
No, we don't feed her human food except for whipped cream.
I don't.
No. What are you
Don't
doing?
finger her ass.
All right.
Have you seen the videos
I don't want to know where you're going.
where
with
it's
this.
like
no. What? Stop abusing the animal.
where it's like the mom like has her child like put a finger in an orange and then she'll put like chocolate in the orange so when the child pulls it out the cat's asshole is just right there and they're like
He didn't explain it very good. Do you know what he's talking about? They blindfold the child and then they put Nutella
Okay,
on the
yeah.
inside of an orange.
Okay, yeah. Hold Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Austin, I'm gonna tell you back what you just told me. You said, have you seen the video where they put the guy's finger and then there's an orange and then they put chocolate on the finger and then there's a cat? That's what you told me. Do you know what you could have said?
I've been his interpreter for about 15 years now.
You know the Key and Peele sketch where there's like the Obama's angry interpreter? You are Austin's interpreter.
I think I've seen that.
Oh my God, that's crazy. You could have just said there's a prank and they blindfold a kid and make him think that he had cat shit on his hand. All right, don't name the same player as me. Do you guys know how this game works?
Yeah.
So if you don't know, I'm gonna give them a breakdown of something. They can't name the same player as me. So if I said, don't name any wide receiver, they just can't say the same wide receiver as me. Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Ooh.
Don't name the same player as me. Any NFL player. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Trayvon
James
Diggs.
Cook.
Jr. Nice. Don't name the same player as me. Any NFL starting quarterback. And actually, I'm going to have you guys say yours first, and I'll say mine last because you can't say the same one as me. So, any NFL starting quarterback. Got one?
Mm-hmm.
Austin?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Kirk
Bryce Young.
Cousins.
Matt Stafford. Don't name the same player as me. Any AFC tight end. I'll let you think for a second.
AFC tight end.
Going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Dalton Kincaid.
Travis Kelce.
Dalton Schultz.
Oh.
You said Dalton. I was like, oh. That was risky to go with the big name.
Who did he go with?
Travis
I was
Kelce.
just
Oh,
thinking
okay.
about Taylor Swift dancing.
Okay. Moving on. Don't name the same player as me. Any AFC. Sorry. Don't name the same player as me. Any running back with a blue jersey.
Blue jersey. Blue. What teams are blue?
Okay.
Wait, 1 second.
Mhm.
Thinking. Can it be like backup running backs or?
Yeah, they said the blue jersey.
Blue jersey. Blue jersey.
There's so many teams with Blue Austin. Do you need us to name teams?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
DeAndre
Zeke the
Swift.
Freak.
Tony Pollard. Okay.
All right. All right.
Don't name. Now, this is where we get less people. Don't name the same player as me. Any 49ers receiver. There ain't that many.
Crap. Hold on. I can't remember his name.
See, now here's the thing.
Oh.
You guys can name the same player. Just can't be the same one.
I can't remember if they like re-signed players and stuff too.
Do you have a name, though?
I got one.
Awesome.
Wait a minute. Yeah, sure.
1, 2, 3.
Jennings.
Debo.
Brandon Ayuk.
I couldn't remember his first name. Jennings, though.
This next one, there are only 2 names that are possible. So you guys can name the same player. It just can't be the same one as mine.
Okay.
Don't name the same player as me. Any player the Vikings drafted in the first round.
Do you have a list of what you're already going to say?
Yeah, they're already on here. So
'Kay.
I will show you afterwards that this person's already on here
Any player drafted in the first round?
by the Vikings.
There's more than 2 names.
They only had 2 picks.
Oh, this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they had JJ and who else?
Dallas Turner.
Dallas Turner. I feel like he's gonna try to trick us and go Dallas Turner, so let's go JJ. Actually, you can do whatever you want. I'm gonna go JJ.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
it's okay if he loses.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
JJ
Dallas
McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy.
Damn it!
And just in case you want to check.
Yeah.
Did I win a free blowjob?
Not from me, but
I'm married. I'm out.
such a good out. Such a good.
How much of this do you have to edit out?
I can't. Am I fucking need to Photoshop that out? I can't. Just censoring a couple things.
Yeah.
This is also Austin. I hope you know. I censor these things for your sake as well, because if you like,
Any future employer sees this, you're
or like
done.
if bodybuilding like works out, they don't need to pull up dirt on you.
Yeah. Well, it's like I see why I'm invited on this podcast once a year.
No, you're invited once on this podcast once a year. You were on twice last year in the span of 2 months. You're invited once a year because I don't live in the state.
Oh, that's true as well.
Would you guys ever move to California?
Will I ever move there?
Yeah.
No.
I already had this conversation with you actually.
Yeah, it's
You
the
said northern maybe, but not southern.
no.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I would never. That wasn't me. That is the state I would least likely move to out of any state. That and New York.
New York
And-
State or New York City?
New York City.
I was gonna say because that's two complete.
And
different
Oregon.
things.
Never moved to Oregon.
Would you move to?
I'll never move on the west side of Oregon.
No.
Okay, let me clarify something. And this is a lot of people that don't live in Los Angeles don't know this.
Is there a lot of hobos?
It's the same as Salt Lake.
It's any big city.
Any big city. That's I think
I
it's
just feel like there's a lot of hobos
also
there.
Let's call them unhoused.
Unfortunate,
Unhoused.
unfortunate
Souls.
souls who have no homes and sleep on concrete.
Here's the thing about unhoused people is everyone's like, oh, you go to Los Angeles, there's so many unhoused people. It is the same as any other large city. It's just Los Angeles has 18 million people in it, so it's going to seem like there's more. And let me also clarify something. Los Angeles is not a city. It technically is. Calling Los Angeles a city is like calling the Salt Lake Valley Salt Lake City. Like from Ogden to Provo, that's basically Los Angeles.
Provo's Utah County.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like that's the scale of Los
okay.
Angeles County. Like, I live in West LA. I live in Santa Monica. People who live in Los Angeles, they go, "Oh, you don't live in LA," because I technically don't. I live in West LA.
Santa Monica.
It's like beach side.
You ever go to the pier?
Yeah, actually, I really like the pier. I'm like smack dab in between Santa Monica Pier and Venice Beach.
Oh.
I'm not a big fan of Venice Beach. Venice Beach is great to go out with your friends. Like if you guys came to Cali for whatever weekend, Venice is a cool place to go with you guys because there's stuff to do, stuff to see.
Mm-hmm.
But like when it's warmer out, I go for runs on the weekends. It's only a 2-mile run to the Santa Monica Pier from my house, so it's a nice because it's quieter. Even though like the pier is there, it's actually pretty quiet because everything off the pier is pretty quiet for the most part. But yeah, no, I go to the pier pretty often. It's super nice, really pretty.
Yeah, I see a lot of people making TikToks at the pier.
Yeah, no, actually, it's really funny. That was one thing that was kind of jarring for me. Kind of comforting, kind of jarring. Moving to California, you see a lot of just, and it's not even people our age, it's younger people, like the teenagers. It is so commonplace for them now to just film TikToks in public, which is I kind of commend for because I have the embarrassment where I'm so worried about other people judging me.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I'll always have. Where I'm like, I don't want people to see me making TikToks. I go, is that making TikTok? With kids, like kids, literally, they just, it's something, because they've lived with the internet their entire lives.
Yeah, they're all trying to make it there.
You see them. I was flying in here yesterday from the airport. There was a girl, I don't know, 15, 16 years old, flying by herself. She was filming a TikTok in just like the walkway of the airport. It's commonplace there, and you see it a lot in Los Angeles. Another thing you see a lot of is just like people modeling, taking photography. It's such a common thing. Also living in West LA, you see a lot of nice cars, which is really funny because, like, what do you consider a nice car here in Utah? Like, you see a car on the street, and you're like, that's a nice car.
I'm not a big car guy, but I mean, if I see any 2-door sports car, I'm pretty like, that's cool. That's cool. Teslas, I think, are super nice.
I feel like if you see like an Audi,
If I see a nice truck, but not one of those ugly lifted trucks, but if I see like a standard like Ford Raptor, Toyota Tundra, I think that's a nice car.
because it's funny, because like growing up here in Salt Lake, or like even especially New Mexico, if I saw a BMW and Audi, I'm like, that's a nice car. And they're always the same people that drive them. They speed away in them because they have very big penises. And it's really funny because in Los Angeles now, you'll have people do that. They're like in Audis and they'll like speed away from you because they think they're so super great or whatever. And I'm like, you ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I am, but it's funny because that Audi is nothing. I will see 5 Maseratis a day, however fucking many Jaguars. What the fuck? Oh my God. Not Grand Wagners. What the fuck are those things called? Land Rovers.
Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Everywhere. No, I mean Volkswagens are there, but I'm talking like, Porsches everywhere. Like it's insane the amount of
Just
nice,
the standard, yeah.
yeah, Lamborghinis, like Corvettes. They're just everywhere. And so when I see an Audi driveway, I'm like, come on. Like I drive a Hyundai, by the way, so I'm not talking shit.
Yeah.
But it's just I think it's really funny because then I'll see people here and I'm like, you have nothing compared to these people. But sorry, would you live in Los Angeles? Have you been to Los Angeles? San Diego does not count.
I feel like I'd just have too many people trying to film me. I remember I went there.
I don't know.
I remember.
I wasn't looking at that. Was just me accepting what he said.
I remember me and Nick went there. It was with my family. And me and Nick were walking near Santa Monica Pier. And some guys came up to us with a camera, put a camera in our face, Hey, have you ever smoked weed before?
Did they do that?
Yeah.
Was it like a YouTube thing?
I don't know what
probably
it
on
was.
TikTok.
He had his little assistant with him with the camera, and he was filming him with the mic. He's like, "Hey, have you guys ever smoked?" And then you just were like, "No, we're good, buddy. Thanks."
It's probably just because you guys came across as
It was on the
tourists.
Santa Monica Pier. It wasn't
Yeah.
even LA.
Yeah, you guys. It's probably just because you seem touristy. I've never been questioned on the sidewalk before, and I walk around a lot. So, but like, I'm just talking like, would you like living in an area like Los Angeles?
No, just
Okay.
the traffic.
That's so funny. I don't have to deal with traffic.
Yeah, you're right outside of that area.
Yeah. Well, I mean, traffic is everywhere, but like, I live 4 miles from my work.
Yeah, I'm just not a city
And
guy
the cost
at
of
all.
living.
That's the nice thing about West LA. Downtown Santa Monica is like not even as big as downtown Salt Lake.
Where in California could you buy an acre of land though?
That's true.
2 hours from the beach, east of the coast, probably.
I don't know.
It's
Ca-
just too.
I don't know Cali well enough. I mean, it's. I was.
It's too
compact.
condensed.
Hmm.
The entire state is too condensed for me.
Well, no. Once you get up past like, once you go a little further than north than Malibu, then it's all land.
Is it?
Yeah. No, Malibu to like San Fran, there's not that much.
Yeah.
Land. Up the coast, at
It's
least.
expensive there too.
You know what's funny? Same as here, man. I pay the same rent that a lot of my friends pay here. For
And
one.
gas is more expensive there.
That's fair, but
I was just in Long Beach, and we went to Target to go get food, and everything is slightly more expensive.
Long Beach is also.
It was gross.
It's
I'm not- I'm
touristy.
not-
They had to shut down the produce section at Walmart.
Yeah, I'm not a big. I'm not a. I mean, Long
Because
Beach.
people are like stealing, or
I don't know why, but
It wouldn't be stealing, but yeah, no. Long Beach is okay. Long Beach is ranks of Torrance. Torrance is super fucking nice.
really,
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. The dock area of Southern Cal is like.
yeah.
There.
I love San Diego.
San Diego.
Love it down there.
That's more expensive than LA.
Yeah,
I
I would
th-
never move there though. Still,
Really?
yeah.
Why not?
I just don't like California. It's just too condensed for me. Just in general, like
So
everywhere I've
you
been
want
is
like
condensed.
you're more of a rural boy. than
I
an
want
urban
an
boy.
acre of land. I'm good with an acre. I don't need more than that. I just, an acre. I want a garden. I want chickens. I want a dog. I want a backyard.
No cat.
I want a cat. 100% want a cat. But it'll be an indoor cat mainly.
Nah, outdoor cats are great because it helps trim their claws.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish my cat would go out more often. We go on walks. It's cute.
Yeah, you have a little kitty.
I do. She's
Yeah.
not little.
She fat? My mom's cat got fat and then it found out she had diabetes.
No, the previous owner of my cat, they overfed her, so she was I think 29 pounds when I first got her.
Holy.
is diabetes only a cat thing?
No, humans can get it too.
No, as far as like the animal kingdom.
We're part of the animal kingdom. No, dogs can get diabetes too, but they exercise more, so they're usually fine. He doesn't have a filter in his head before he's like, let's pass this through to make sure that.
I just love. No, humans can get it. No, but I'm talking about the animal kingdom.
I love how you're still shocked. I'm just like, this is just who he is.
I'm not shocked. I'm loving.
Yeah.
How long did you live with them for?
I've lived with him since 2020 until I just got married.
So 4 years.
Yeah. I've seen dogs poop on him. I've seen
What? Wait,
Yeah,
you can't
A
just.
dog pooped on me.
our old roommate Manny had a dog who was not trained and he refused to train him, and that's what kind of ruined dogs for me a little bit. I used to love dogs way more than cats, but that dog kind of was like, holy, I don't want a dog anymore. Austin was taking a nap on the couch, and all of a sudden I hear screaming, and I go out and hi, kitty, and Reese's, and there's just diarrhea running all over Austin's body.
Oh, it wasn't like a solid shit.
No, it was diarrhea
Luckily,
running down, dripping all over his body.
Oh my god, did you vomit?
So I threw.
It smelled
I
so
almost did.
horrible.
I have such a sensitive nose. I threw the
It's not
roll
the
of.
smell. It's getting shit on that would make me vomit.
I threw the roll of paper towel at him, and then I immediately went and locked myself in my room.
Did you know like some people have a kink like getting shit on?
Yeah. Sorry, I said that way too casually.
Experience?
No, I'm just saying.
How's dating in LA though?
I haven't really.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I really don't care about dating.
That's fair.
And it's not because like obviously it'd be nice to have a girlfriend, but also I'm fine without one.
That's fair.
If the opportunity presents itself, great. But like I haven't been on a dating app. I used dating apps towards the end of Salt Lake, like the last couple months that I was here,
Mhm.
and then just like right when I moved to LA, I just didn't really care because I don't know. I've always been pretty. I keep myself good company.
Yeah, you're pretty independent.
Yeah, and so yeah, if the opportunity presents itself, that's great. But also, especially, I don't want to move to an area where I am 900 miles away from everybody that I know, and then getting your heart broken, which isolates you even more.
Yeah.
You didn't want that situation to happen as well. But you know, I just if something. But I mean, I live a pretty repetitive lifestyle. I work out in the mornings, go to work,
Yeah, you have a routine.
come home, film some skits, and then I go to bed. And it's nice. It keeps me busy and keeps me occupied.
Mhm.
Occasionally I fly out for like bookings whenever I book shit for acting.
You have any good gigs right now?
Not right now. I have auditions, but I actually just signed with an agency in Los Angeles. So
Really?
So yeah, so now I have 2 agents, which is nice. I have my agent out here in Utah, and I have my agent in Los Angeles.
Do you pay them like a monthly fee or like per roll?
No,
They take
it's-
a cut.
It's per roll.
That's good.
So, like, for instance, my agent here in Utah, I haven't gotten everything finalized because it's so new with my agent in Los Angeles. But my agent in Utah here, for every project that I do, they take 10% of my paycheck, which is not that much.
That's not much at all.
But then they also get matched that 10% by whoever's paying me.
Oh,
So
cool.
They'll take 10% of me, and then they'll also get 10%. Sometimes it's actually 15%. So they're getting essentially 25 or 20% of it. So no, you don't have to pay. If they ever ask for like money either upfront before you even audition or anything, or if they ask for money monthly, it's, usually a red flag.
Yeah, there's like
because-
no incentive for them to find you roles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I had an interview with another agency. They're like, yeah, we'd love to have you come in, just pay this form, and we'll come and see it. And I was like, no, that's all right.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
Yeah, no, that's a red
Yeah.
flag. But yeah, no. So I have a couple auditions. I got one on what's today? Today's Saturday. I think one on Tuesday. But no, it's super nice.
Where's the audition at?
I would say, dude, 99% of them are virtual.
Like, what do you have to prepare before an
They
audition?
email me stuff. So whenever I get emailed, at least with my current agent, it's all a breakdown for people who are curious. They'll email me all the information about the shoot. They'll email me my sides, which is essentially like the script that you audition with, which is like a small little snippet of what you could possibly do. And then they'll also include the rate if I book it, so how much I'll get paid, when it shoots, where it shoots, and then how much the agency will also get matched with as well. So I get the full breakdown. So, but yeah, 99% of the auditions now are virtual. It's easier. Self-tapes, where you just tape yourself and then send it in. It's easier for casting directors to just go through them faster than having to wait for someone to come in if they're late for traffic, whatever. And then also just like Zoom auditions as well. It's easier to just pull it up on a computer rather than having to wait for a person to come in. And super easy that way.
What's the
Convenient.
weirdest thing you had to say in audition?
Have you had to get nude yet?
I've had to be shirtless, and I've auditioned for roles that, if booked, require nudity,
Oh.
but they don't ask for nudity. It's another red flag is if they want nudity before you book. That's weird.
Like, what kind of nudity do they require?
Penis or butt?
Usually they'll specify. Like they'll say like you are nude from the rear, or there's full frontal nudity, stuff like that. But the weirdest thing I've had to say.
Would you be comfortable with that?
I think I'm comfortable enough with my own body. Where
If that ever happens, will you let me know? Or I can watch?
you want to be on set?
Yeah.
I'll get you tickets to the red carpet.
Please do. I would love to see that.
But I'll also have you seated far away from everybody else.
No, close.
No, from everyone else.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So I can
You have a
do
good view, but you
do
are away from
things. Yeah.
No, I don't know about the weirdest thing I've ever had to say for an audition, because there have been a bunch that I've just been like, okay. But because a lot of things that's really hard too is sometimes scripts can seem really weird when you're reading them because they're just words. But when there's other people to bounce off of, it makes the scripts come to life. So sometimes it's really hard to judge a script just by reading it. So I couldn't tell you the weirdest thing I've had to read. I can tell you the weirdest thing I've had to do, though. There's a lot of auditions I have to do where I don't even say anything. They just have me act out something.
So facial expressions?
Or even weirder, I had to once, no lines. It was for Dawn commercial, Dawn dish soap. They just wanted me to act like I was bathing a duck. I shit you not.
Like a hand modeling?
No. They wanted a medium shot, which is essentially like belly button or upper chest up, and they wanted to see me massaging and like not massaging. Sorry, that was weird. Washing like a duck that was covered.
Were you
in oil.
shirtless?
No. Maybe that would have helped me got the role. No, I need to work on it. No, like a duck that was covered in oil. I was like helping get the oil out of it. So that was really weird. And then there was another one where it was for a lead in some streaming service. I don't remember which one, but it was for like a role of a prince who had lines in this because they sent me portion of the script, not that I had to read, and then they only highlighted the part that they wanted me to do. So this person had lines, but they only wanted me to do a thing where I see the other main character, and to impress her, I down a shot and then smile at her. That's it. That's all I did. With a certain song playing in the background. It was some like 80s song.
But you
Can we
don't
see
drink
it
so it's just water?
reenacted?
Well, yeah, if you're acting, they don't require you to drink alcohol. But yeah, I just water in a glass.
Can you take a shot of this and reenact it?
Well,
That's not a shot. That's a.
well, no, it's funny. I put it in a glass like this. I don't have shot glasses.
All right.
But yeah, basically, I just like it was like a glass like this full, and I looked at her and like gave her a grin. Jesus, it's really funny because actually there's a spit take after that because when I did it, and then right away I went because I drink it way too fast. But no, that was really fucking weird. It was right after that scene happens. There's a whole conversation between the two characters. So I was like, why did they just have it? It must have been a prank. It had to have been a prank.
What kind of face did you make at her?
I don't know. I'm not gonna recreate it, but it was just like
I'll recreate it. Just tell me what to do.
it was probably just like I still have the script. I have the script for every audition I've ever done in my binders. It was probably like looks at her confidently or grins at her confidently.
Where's the grin?
I'd probably smile. Yeah. There you go. Nice. And I had to do a recent one where this wasn't weird, but like another one where I don't talk at all. They just wanted me to walk into my kitchen, my brand new kitchen, because it's for like a place that does kitchens, holding takeout. No lines, just holding takeout. So you never really know what to send. You're like, am I doing it right? You know?
Yeah.
So
Not much you can do there.
no. Any other questions about that?
What kind of takeout was it?
I didn't mean those, but Chinese. It was actually they did specify it was Chinese takeout.
Like in the
Really?
boxes or in the styrofoam?
So that I took a creative choice and just had a bag because I didn't have styrofoam or boxes in my house.
There you go.
Nick.
Well, I thought you had to actually go get it.
Oh no.
You go get it for dinner or something. Is there good Chinese down there?
I actually haven't had any Chinese down there. There's one place they're closing, so it's really sad. You guys have to come out to LA, so I can take you guys there. It's called Gladstones. It's in the Pacific Palisades, which is like a really really nice area. It's in like right, almost out of LA essentially, and it's on the beach, and you can watch the sunset.
No way. What kind of food?
Fucking gorgeous seafood.
Oh, I love seafood.
And they also have. This is gonna sound really weird. They have the bombest green beans I've ever had. So it's literally
Green bean
they're
casserole.
so good, dude. But their best thing, lobster mac and cheese.
I love lobster, dude.
Put that bitch in mac and cheese. They smoke it too. It comes out so hot in like a cast iron.
That
Red
sounds
Lobster's
fire.
going broke.
Good.
I've never eaten there.
Good. Me neither.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Why? it's reheated food.
Yeah, I've been there once.
When?
My ex, she used to work there, so we got
Which
a good
one?
discount.
I like how I said when and you told me why.
Which one?
No.
What? I want to hear which one. Recent or a long time ago?
Recent. I actually know about this.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is their food good? I remember it being very reheated and frozen.
I just
The food.
I just had shrimp. It was
Shrimp
pretty good.
hits.
I love shrimp. All shrimp.
That's the best part of LA.
Fried,
Seafood's-
grilled, any shrimp.
Seafood is fresh. So good. Fish markets.
So good.
Question about LA.
Yeah.
Is there any like fast food chains that taste different in LA versus here?
No, I mean
Since it's all fake food, probably not.
Yeah, I mean like
Like I've heard the In-N-Out's better.
it tastes the exact same. I think In-N-Out tastes better to people in Los Angeles because it's just so cheap, and I do think actually for what you're paying, $3 for a burger, In-N-Out burgers are really fucking good for $3.
In-N-Out's my favorite burger place.
It's a really good burger place. I used to hate their fries. Their fries are some of my favorites. I actually really like their fries.
You put spread on them?
No, but I understand why people do.
Yeah, get packets of spread and put it on. That's what I do.
Oh,
I had
yeah,
In-N-Out
that's
last
good.
night.
that.
I like it better than Five Guys. I like it better than...
Five Guys is just a little expensive.
Yeah.
Tony Burgers up in Salt Lake's another good one, but they're also kind of expensive. Shake Shack is really good, but way too expensive.
Shake Shack's cool, but they're expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like Chick-fil-A. I think it tastes good, but it's.
I think
overhyped.
it's one of the overrated chicken
don't like
places.
it
But
either.
randomly, sometimes I'll get Chick-fil-A cravings.
Yeah.
But like, Zaxby's is low key like one of my favorite chicken places.
There's this place. So Cafe Rio has been like under controversy because like they're not charging for anything. Like they're overcharging for everything now. There's places in Cali called Kava, which is essentially like a Mediterranean version, and it's cheaper. So good. So good. But no, I mean it all kind of tastes the same.
Houston's. Have
Kava.
you had Houston's hot chicken?
No, is it good?
It's probably my favorite chicken place right now.
Really?
There's
Yeah.
a place here that just opened up, Houston's Hot Chicken.
Yeah, there's like 4 of them now.
Is it a Utah thing? Or?
It's based in
Houston.
Texas, I think. I know that they were in Vegas. I don't actually know if
I
it's
just
from
drove
Houston. But
past
Don't
one.
do it. Hey, no, come here. Sorry, there's a cable over there.
hell,
It's hate.
Hailing. Also, I
Hell.
filmed a skit today, and it took me 2 hours to film because it rained all day.
oh, and did
And
you
it
just
kept
hear it?
picking up the rain. Yeah, it was super annoying. Okay, before we keep getting sidetracked, I do have one more segment for us. NFL.
Wow, it's coming down.
Can you guys hear that? I mean, granted, the door is open, but
Dude, that's golf ball size hail.
no, it's not.
I saw it shatter a windshield.
You're gonna give my dad a heart attack. All right, last segment.
Is he here?
No.
Oh,
But I'm saying when he watches it back, he's like, huh? This is on the spot. They don't know what I'm going to ask them. They have to come up with their answers on the spot.
Hopefully the hail is not picking
Top
up.
5 NFL quarterbacks.
It's getting loud.
currently Patrick Mahomes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the hail.
Patrick Mahomes, best quarterback in the league.
Hold on, I'm going to have you do this. Your ones. So Patrick Mahomes. Be real.
Top 5 quarterbacks.
Just one. Number 1 right now.
Oh, just number 1?
For right now.
Patrick Mahomes, yeah.
Okay. Come here.
This way.
Will you pet him, please? Come here.
Is he getting scared?
Oh, Bubba. No, come here. Okay, all right. We're going this way.
Is he get scared?
Okay. Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2, you go first. I'm trying to think. I'm out of NFL mode. I'm in NBA mode.
I don't know if I should put him at 2.
Go on.
Are we basing it off this last season or just
Currently.
overall?
Currently.
Aaron Rodgers.
Nick.
Joe Burrow.
Wow. All right. 3.
Wait, who's your suit?
No, this isn't my segment. I'm the host.
Number 3.
I get flamed all the
See-
time on socials. This is your turn.
CJ Stroud.
Lamar Jackson.
4.
I'm going to go Lamar for 4.
Aaron Rodgers.
Really? He's still in your top 5.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Until he tells me he can't play healthy, like if he's bad healthy, he drops.
Right.
But still the best quarterback I've ever seen in my life.
Number 5.
Number 5. Trying to think of like the top teams. Because who came out of the NFC?
I don't think the NFC is not quarterback heavy, buddy.
Brock Purdy is not your number 5.
Neither is Dak Prescott nor Jalen Hurts.
Um,
You're gonna say Dak Prescott already?
No, he's my number 7.
Okay.
Runner.
I like how you know you're 7, but you
Yeah.
don't know you're 5 right now.
runner up.
would it be
MVP.
CJ Stroud? You're 5?
No, he's not better than Dak.
Really?
No,
Okay.
he would have finished runner up MVP if he was
He was in the MVP
I put
conversation.
him at 3.
Until
right?
the
Or
last
did I
few
put him at
weeks.
4?
He's hurt.
I think he was voted 3rd, right?
Still is a rookie. So who's your 5th?
I'm going to switch. Wait.
No, too late.
Okay.
Josh Allen's mine.
I was gonna say you guys are missing Josh Allen right now.
Joe Burrow.
You don't have Josh Allen in your top 5. All right, interesting.
Stroud was your number 2?
3.
Oh, 3.
Lamar.
I wanted to switch him with Lamar.
Do you want Stroud at 2?
No. Oh, I thought I put Lamar at 4.
No, you put Lamar at 2.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Okay.
Can we have yours like off air? Or like right now? You
Off the
said it
dome.
out.
Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. Oh fuck. Yeah, this is difficult, man. Think about it. Patrick Mahomes.
The thing is, it's constantly changing. For
Yeah,
me,
but I think
so.
I take talent into consideration more than
Yeah.
anything else. More than just production. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. I know you don't like it. Oh fuck, that's hard.
Lamar?
No, not 4.
So you also don't think he should have gotten MVP?
I just think it was a down season.
Who do you think should have won it last
Chris
year?
McCaffrey.
Okay, actually, yeah, that's fair.
Or Tyreek Hill. Either one of those works, honestly. Oh, what am I at 4? This is really hard.
It is hard, huh?
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
I will say, Jesus, because you're not gonna make everyone happy here.
You have no Joe in there?
No, Joey's not in my top 5.
Where's he at for you?
6. 1,000% my 6. And I know who my 5 is. My 5 is CJ Stroud.
So at 4, you're just missing 4?
I don't think I can put Lamar at 4. I know he won MVP. You know what? I think, actually, I could put Lamar at 4. So 1 is Mahomes, 2 is Josh Allen, 3 is Herbert, 4 is Lamar, 5 is CJ Stroud.
6, Joe.
7.
7.
Make me go that deep.
Yeah, I want to hear 10.
10?
Yeah, I want to hear your top 10.
Oh, wow.
Let's hear 7.
7 is Jared Goff.
He's waiting. What about Matthew Stafford?
8. He was actually going to be my 8. 9 is Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers at 9?
Yeah.
I think he's going to.
I want to see him off the Achilles, kind of like Kirk Cousins. 10. Ooh.
He's avoiding Dak.
He is.
No. Dak is. I am debating with Dak right now.
I just can't believe you think Stafford and Goff are better than Dak.
I do. Sorry.
That's crazy.
Stafford and Goff have been to the Super Bowl, and Goff's been to 2.
Their teams have been. That's true.
10.
53 guys on it. That's crazy.
I don't know.
Wait, so you think quarterbacks single-handedly lead their teams to Super Bowls?
No, but I think it helps. I think that it's situation based. I think Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford have proved that they're not.
So in a year where the Rams went all in on offense and defense and they got to a Super Bowl, you think that's what puts Stafford over Dak?
Well, no. I think Stafford also has a just better history. Stafford, because I mean, a lot of people considered Stafford to be great.
Are we talking about current, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think a lot of people just forget how good Stafford was because he was out last year. I'm having a hard time remembering every quarterback right now. That's the thing.
You just don't want to put Dak in
No,
there.
it's not that because
Would
there's
it be Kirk Cousins?
Jalen Hurts, Kirk Cousins.
Jalen Hurts is nowhere
Thank
near.
you.
It's not Daniel Jones. Let me go
Brock
through.
Purdy?
Let's
No.
go through each division. AFC South.
I can't. It's really hard for me to give too much respect to Brock Purdy because of how good that fucking team is. If Brock Purdy was performing on another team, I could do it. I would put him at
but
10,
he's been to Super
maybe
Bowl.
9. Yeah.
So
but,
by the logic of Goff and Stafford.
no, because I told you Goff has never been on other teams and performed.
All right, so let's go through the AFC South. You have Bryce Young,
No.
starter, Kirk
That's
Cousins,
NFC.
starter. Sorry, I've done that twice now.
It's
NFC
not
South,
Derek Carr,
you
it's
have.
not Baker.
Okay, so
So-
no one in there. NFC
East, I
North,
only
we
wanna-
have Stafford, Goff. You already used them. Jordan Love, Caleb Williams.
And JJ McCarthy.
NFC East, Jalen Hurts. You have
No.
Jaden Daniels,
No.
Dak Prescott,
Maybe.
and Daniel
Daniel
Jones.
Jones, no.
Okay. NFC West, you have Stafford. What did I?
You put him in the AFC North, but the NFC North. But I know
Oh
what
my
you meant.
gosh.
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
It's not Geno. It's not Brock. It's not. I already have Stafford there, and it's
So-
not Kyler.
AFC South,
No one. Yeah, no one.
AFC North,
I already have 2 of them, so no.
AFC East.
It's funny. The 2 names I was debating between were 2-1.
Who? Richardson?
2-1 Dak,
Oh, that's the East is freaking the Patriots. Yeah. You have
and then no one in the West.
Yeah.
And Herbert.
so
Yeah,
it's Tua or Dak.
Tua or Dak, and I think I'll give Dak the edge. 1 for history, 1 for, I mean, not really injury, but like severity of injury because head is a little more important. So I think it'd probably go like Dak and then Tua for me.
All of Dak's injuries have just been freak injuries.
Yeah, Tua's are like legit, like 1 more concussion he's out of
Yeah.
the league. Yeah, that's hard. Which is nice. It's nice that it's hard. It's nice that it's
I'll
not.
take it. I'll take you at least putting Dak in your top 10 after his season last year.
I'll even say something. I was going to say this earlier. One thing I do like about Dak is he's shown he's also not a system quarterback because he's had to work with so many different systems and coaching systems, whether it's coordinators or head coaches. So Dak has shown that he's not just a byproduct of the system. Like,
yeah, they've been
that's why I
either
struggle
number 1 or number 2 offense for the last 4 years.
That's why I struggle with Brock Purdy. I still think he's a good quarterback, but I think it's easier to be good on the Niners than it is to be good on other teams.
Yeah, he earned his flowers for me after he came back against Green Bay and Detroit last year.
I also think he outplayed.
But he's still not a top 10 for me.
He still, and to me, he outplayed Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Up until the fourth quarter, he was the best quarterback in that game.
Up until the maybe.
Which it wasn't.
The thing is Brock Purdy, he doesn't make mistakes, but he doesn't elevate his team.
Yeah.
Mahomes does.
Yeah. Top 5 running backs.
Top 5 running backs. Christian McCaffrey, number 1.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, man. Saquon, number 4.
I like how you just
Or
do
number 3. Jonathan Taylor, number 2. Number 3, I'll give Saquon. Number 4, I'll give.
I thought you liked Breece Hall more than Jonathan Taylor.
If he's healthy, I like JT.
Are you going to put Breece at 4?
Breece, maybe? I need to look at some running backs.
I think Bijan's my 5.
Yeah, I'll take Bijan at 5 and give Breece 4. Why not? I'm probably missing a heavy-duty hitter right now.
Saquon's my 2nd.
Don't hate it.
He's had 1 year that he's been healthy. That's why I can't give it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's on a new team with also a running back playing quarterback. So it's like,
So is Derrick Henry?
oh, yeah, give it
I would
Henry.
not give him
I'm going to switch out Breece and Henry.
So 4?
I'll give Breece out of my top 5 and give Henry number 4.
I'll give Henry 3.
Okay. It's 4 and 5.
4 and 5. I'm trying to think of running backs.
Yeah, that's like I cannot think of running
I almost
backs.
put Josh Jacobs my top 5.
He's also had 1 healthy year.
He's also just been.
And it wasn't even last year.
He's also just been not.
I'll put Mixon at 5.
Huh? All right.
Where did he go?
Houston.
Oh, my gosh. They're so stacked.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Houston's gonna be.
And they
good
still have
next year.
Damian Pierce, too, even though he's trash last year.
That wasn't his fault. They shouldn't use him.
Yeah.
Singletary.
Terrible.
Then who would be my 4? Probably Breece Hall.
And 5. I think Bijan has to be a 5.
Yeah,
Bijan's
Bijan. And then Aaron Jones.
And then all right. And then lastly, top 5 receivers.
JJ?
Yep.
Jamar?
Yep. Tyreek.
Tyreek?
Yep.
Sorry.
I'm due JJ.
Sorry,
Tyreek.
JJ, Tyreek, Jamar,
Okay.
Stephon.
Same order.
You still think Stephon's top 5?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Stephon. Stephon, and then number 5, CD.
I was gonna say no CD.
I might put CD over Steph, but Stephon is just
I would
his
definitely put CD over Steph.
bit
Yeah,
lower.
I would too.
But yeah, CD.
See the same list.
I think everyone, if you don't like Dak as a top 10, fine. At least give the guy he's throwing the ball to top 5.
Yards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would put CD over Chase. Jamar Chase.
Low key, there's an argument there.
I think Jamar was just not healthy last year, so we
Yeah,
didn't see Jamar fully.
Yeah.
I would probably go Jetta, Tyreek, Jamar, Cooper Kupp, CD.
There's so many good receivers. I just
Also, people forgot how good Cooper is.
give me Cooper Kupp somewhere in there. I don't even know where. Probably 5 over Stephon. I don't even know.
Yeah, that's my 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Move Stephon to 6. Yeah, Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I would take Cooper Kupp over.
I would take
Puka Nacua over Stephon Diggs.
I would not. There's probably like another 4 guys I'm forgetting about that could be top 5 for me right now, and I don't even know who.
I think George Pickens has the talent to be top 5, but he hasn't shown us.
Talent
enough.
is there,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
let's see him with. I don't care. Russell Wilson, is your offensive line decent?
Oh yeah.
Then Russell Wilson should start, and I think he's going to be fine.
Well, I
he
mean,
played good last
He
year.
was 26-6 last year.
Yeah, he played good last year, even with I think the second most pressures or something like that.
He was the most sacked quarterback.
Yeah, I still believe in Russell Wilson. Like even in Denver, I did.
My issue is he has the most quarterback-created sacks, so he puts himself into danger. Which
That's
I don't like.
fair. That's fair.
But yeah, I mean, I don't. We got 2 guys we wanted. Worst case scenario, we have to cut a guy who's making $1 million.
If somehow both don't work out, then
That's what the draft is for.
yeah, it's over for both of them if this doesn't work out for them.
trying to decide, would Amon-Ra be?
Oh,
number 5?
He's there too, but I still
Yeah.
think Stephon and Cooper Kupp are better.
I would take Amon-Ra over Stephon. I might even take him over Cooper just because of injury history.
Maybe, but it's only been I don't know. He is great. I love him.
Ah.
Too many. The receiver is the most stacked position right now in the league.
Oh yeah, it's so deep. I mean, Marvin Harrison's coming in this year. Roma Dunze.
We'll see. I believe in Kyler Murray too.
I don't think Kyler's top 10 right now, just because I haven't seen enough from him. But
he's good enough to get a playoff.
oh yeah, I mean he was good enough to get them 8-0 a couple years ago.
Yeah, I
like
believe in Kyler.
Well, that's all I brought, and it's also been 2 hours with these boys, and I like to talk to them off air as well. Bless you.
Thank you.
So we're gonna wrap this up. I don't know the next time we're gonna have a pod, so keep an eye out. Thank you guys for the support on socials.
All right,
See
say
y'all.
your craziest take.
Make sure to no. Actually, sure, why not? For old time's sake, go on.
Give me like 2 seconds.
The Rams win the West this year over the Niners.
Okay, like it.
The government's trying to kill us all.
Okay, so not NFL related. Thought we were talking NFL related here. I'm gonna stick with NFL related. The Cleveland Browns are picking top 10 in the draft next year. We're talking crazy.
It's not boiling, but
It's hot.
I could see it going either way. But I think they'll be in the playoffs again. Their defense is too good.
No, yeah, their defense is phenomenal.
What about top 3?
No, fuck, no. Jesus, no. It's
5?
no. I mean, because Panthers are gonna be in the top 3 for sure. Probably the Patriots again. Probably, I think Tennessee's gonna be a pretty.
I
good
think
team.
Drake May. Oh, another hot take. I think Drake May will be the best quarterback of this draft class.
Not Caleb.
Nope. I think Caleb will be not even the second, third, or fourth. I think Jay Daniels will be better. I think maybe Caleb will
If
be
Caleb
third or
is
fourth.
not good with all the weapons around him, then that's a him problem, not a team problem.
I think he has a lot of him problems.
I don't know about that because there's a point where all that talent, all of that upgraded offensive line, 3 phenomenal receivers, a good tight end, good defense, good running back. He literally has it all.
But I think Drake May is going to be incredible,
Okay, I like Drake May a lot.
whether it's
He
in
was-
New England or somewhere else.
He was always my number 2 quarterback in this draft.
Yeah, I love Drake May.
All right, I'm gonna let these boys go.
See y'all.
Bye.